Well,
no, we'll just tell her the hole's that way. You gotta hit it over the trees.
Tonight we got the whole fan deal, the fan vibe thing as well tonight, which is super cool downtown. With the band that plays, and so I think what they're doing here at Skagit is building an event, not a race.
Yes,
exactly,
100%.
Everyone says that, but he's not here. Every time someone says 100% now, I'm like, I think it's Schoenberg.
Schoenberg.
He's done a good job with that.
Yeah. No, yeah, this race, it's the weekend, and not even just the weekend, it's the week leading up to it, with the 5 days, and that was a good shot. Slice it a little bit. No, yeah, it's the 5 days
bowl?
with us and NARC, and then the weekend leading up to it, with the tournament and the dinner and stuff.
Oh, there you go, monogrammed. Look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's an awesome.
I'm actually going to love crushing one of those soon.
Tailor-made.
Oh.
Tailor-made. Yeah, we'll have to go hit one.
Gosh.
We'll have to go hit one.
Of course, the box is blue.
Dude, these are nice balls, dude.
Those are nice balls. Yeah, tailor-made. Those are nice.
Why is sprint car racing still relevant in a world that seems to be fascinated with NASCAR and Indy 500 and Formula One? Formula One in particular.
Formula One's huge right now, and have to think
Netflix has done that.
Netflix 100% did it, and I love what Amazon is doing and what Flow's doing with the Dirt series. That was I feel like that was kind of their response to the F1 show, and I think things like that, if they continue to do that, it's going to help the sport a lot. But sprint cars, it's because it's the classic. It's been around for forever.
As we pause.
Oh,
holy cow! She got onto that.
Zinger.
She got onto that.
Zinger into the trees.
But
hopefully there's no birds in that tree.
She cracked it though.
She cracked it. Yeah, she got a hold of that one.
But it's still the most raw. I think Jackie Stewart, who's like an old Scotsman, a world Formula One champion, said it's the last frontier in auto racing. It's still raw. Like the basics. Yeah, we've come a long way in shock technology and wing technology and that stuff. But the basics of it are still exactly the drive line right between your legs, big old tail tank back there, top wing, front wing, hold on, let her eat.
And I think the biggest thing too with sprint car racing compared to all these other forms of motorsports is, in his ear, he doesn't have a team telling him, hey, go to the top, or hey, go to the bottom, or blocking or anything like that. It's
clear high.
It's whatever. It's all feeling for him. It's all feeling. The only person drivers have in their ear are the officials. And obviously, we're not going to tell him where to go.
Well, you could.
You could.
He's a nice young man. You probably say,
yeah,
okay.
Max is my buddy, but the only time I ever tell them where to go is when I'm walking onto the racetrack in my fire suit, so I don't get ran over. But yeah, it's the purest form of racing. We're on dirt. Nothing. You got the motor and you got your steering wheel, and you're just hitting the gas and going.
Whereabouts in America do you run apart from up on the West Coast? Have you had much time to get into the Midwest or over East or anything?
Not really. Kind of just been up and down the West Coast. But, I've ran the Midwest and the go-kart stuff, the Outlaw kart stuff.
Yeah.
And I've ran a couple micro races out there. But other than that, I'm just up and down the West Coast.
So the beautiful part about our sport is whether you're in New Zealand or Australia or Washington or Pennsylvania or Delaware or Florida or Iowa or Indiana is race fans are race fans.
Yeah.
And they're so incredibly proud of their region. And what I love about Skagit is you got Canadians in the crowd that are they're all up and about, right? And you got some really good Canadians that run on asphalt as well as. There's a pretty cool asphalt track not far from here, I'm pretty sure, as well, that runs like figure eight racing and stuff like that as well. But everywhere I go, people are passionate about their home area. There's so much to love about this racing in the Northwest. I mean, you that's pretty well you're predominantly right up and down this alleyway. But do you notice that too when you go to different racetracks? Fans are fans.
Yeah, the PA posse is like a great example.
Oh, 100%.
It's insane out there.
He's not here. Every time it's like a drinking game, right? It's like a drinking game.
Every time somebody says 100%
I'll
shot,
start saying 99%.
99%, 99%,
or 101.
Most of the time, yeah.
No, you're right. The posse,
PA,
or even Tanner Holmes' fans out in Oregon. Like, you ever go to Douglas County race during high limit? It is insane how many people.
When he was running with us the 5 days last year, it was insanity.
It's insane, yeah.
But that's the cool part about racing again, is racing puts states and towns and regions on the world map. So I'm sorry, but I'd never really given Oregon a thought, right, when it came to sprint car racing until Tanner came along, right? That's That's the beautiful part about that stuff. And when you think about little towns, we all know where Grass Valley is. Whether we've been there or not, we all know Bloomington, Indiana, because that's where the King is from, right? We know San Jose, California is where Randy Hannigan's from.
Yes.
So that's the really cool part about racing. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. This is an interesting group. Wow. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Come on around.
Let's just talk.
Come on around.
John Hager's
Hey,
the best boss.
John, I know you hate being on. I know you hate being on camera, but come on.
But what other
How good's the retro shirt?
Wow,
Look at the retro.
Good. Wow, look at the retro shirt. That's gorgeous.
Crispy white too.
Crispy white.
Don't you get any plant-based nuggets, sweet and
So
sour
how have you
sauce on
been
that
playing
shirt?
today?
Today's not been that great. I think we're like 7 under as a team right now, but
We've seen worse.
I think these guys have kind of carried me a little bit. I've been a couple good drives. That's about all I got, though.
Hey, you know what? That's how you start. You're setting the tone. You're
Yeah.
setting the tone for your group.
I played a practice ride out here yesterday, and I definitely played better yesterday.
So the tournament should have been yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go,
Carry
ladies.
it over.
This is where the broadcast
the
can get
boss man.
suddenly pulled.
26,000 to win here, bud.
If this is a bad shot, this whole broadcast is going to get disconnected.
Don't worry, John.
Do you know he's a massive Disney fan, a wrestling fan?
Yes.
Like
This guy.
don't ever diss wrestling, or
No.
you'll be on the ground in a
No.
chokehold in a split
Yep.
second. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? He's the boss. Quiet, please. Oh
Just
my
a beauty.
goodness me!
Just an absolute beauty.
Not just because you're here, but that might be the best approach we've seen in the last shot, John, by a mile.
Just slightly to the right.
That was beautiful.
That's still one of the best shots I've seen.
Best shot we've seen all day.
Yeah. See? Young Chris knows he needs a pit pass. He's
Yep.
like, that's the best shot I've ever seen, boss.
In our life. PGA next year, bud. He's
Hashtag
gonna-
plant-based life. But, you know, I give him I rag him about that. Hang on. You know, it wasn't that bad that we could really not say anything bad about it. That was good. The variety of the concept at Skagit is what blows my mind. I give him a lot about it, but the idea of having sushi at a racetrack is phenomenal.
Yes.
Because it actually drags us kicking and screaming into the 90s.
Yeah.
Because wherever you go to a racetrack, you expect a hot dog, you expect a burger,
100%.
right? You expect a walking taco. Like, really, a walking taco?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Doritos bag.
The Tulare walking
it's like
tacos. Oh, man. Nothing better.
But it's just a bag of chips with meat in it.
Yeah.
You get very excited about
Simplicity.
that. But when I come
here we
in,
go.
Ooh, what's the extreme pole?
Turn back over. It went over the tree.
That was literally played in the bush. That was phenomenal. Yes, he is in the. Yeah,
Yep.
that's on the infield concrete wall.
Yeah.
It was in the pits.
Yeah.
That's Becker at the end of the arc.
Yep.
You got the jacket off now, Maxie. You're starting to
Yeah,
warm up.
it's starting to warm
I
up.
can tell. I can tell. So, what are your expectations this weekend?
Just hopefully run up front. I mean,
Well, stop.
hopefully.
Whoa, take the hopefully word out. Right. Let's be positive about this. What are your expectations?
It would be cool to run up front.
Give me that. I'm going to run up front. You got to manifest the best,
manifest
Maxie.
it.
Right? You do. You have to manifest it.
And let's be real too. You know, you've been fast this year. You've been really fast this year, and you've been slowly putting together, you know, these races. What about this weekend that are you really gonna focus on as far as your whole night's concerned?
Qualifying good. I feel like I always struggle to qualify at Dirt Cup.
Yeah.
And that's everything.
It's an important part of it, yeah.
And these 3-day races, you know, where it's, you know, there's points on the line and a lot of money, you know, you got to qualify good.
Can you give John a Tim Tam before he goes? John,
John's got to have a Tim Tam.
Tim Tam, it's
Chocolate. He won't do it.
Oh, it's chocolate?
Can't dairy in it. No dairy products.
I'm just excited that Max is going to do some plant-based nugget reviews by the end of this.
Yeah.
Plant-based nugget
Reviews.
What
Have
have
you ever
you
tried
been
them?
There
No.
are plant-based nuggets at the racetrack in the grandstands.
So I had him
We'll have to-
I had him with Dominic Selzy last year. We did like the ultimate food test with Dominic, because you know Dominic will pretty well eat anything.
Yeah.
And we're actually pretty impressed. If you put enough sauce on them, they're pretty good.
Pretty good.
Well, they're just like a nugget,
Yeah.
but they're not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like nobody knows what tofu is. It's like,
True.
like rubber cheese, really.
True.
So, but it's an important thing. You need to experience it, and the
Yeah.
and the sushi. What a great day.
Awesome, guys.
Yeah.
Team Narc is wrapping it up, so Wade, it was good
Team
seeing
Narc,
you.
always good to
Narc,
see you.
always good to see you. Max,
mate.
good to see you. Good luck this weekend,
you.
man. Thank you, guys.
Oh, see you, Ave.
Bye, Ava.
Bring it to the track.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, congratulations on the win, Justin. Just roll with it.
The Joyburst
The Joyburst
trophy
is good.
that I got.
Peach.
That's what I won.
Look at this.
I know. Look at these.
Which one do you point it at?
I think this one. What does it look like on? Oh, it looks really bad on screen.
Hasn't stopped us being here the last hour. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Slight delay. No, there's a delay on it, but no, there you go.
Yeah, no. Thank you, Eric List, producer of the show.
Eric.
Director, producer. These are yours, right, Max?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want them?
No, well, it feels kind of nice
They're
in my hand. Yeah.
These are the ones that are like softer, so you can hit them further or something. There's something to that.
But like squash ball, you mean?
Yeah.
Max, what apart from racing, what sport did you play apart from racing? Most drivers didn't, but what did you...
Growing up, I was a big baseball guy.
Were you really?
Yeah, until about...
Like shortstop, or what am I thinking? Second base?
Second, short, third, catcher, pitcher. I played like basically all infield. So, yeah, I was big baseball until about 7th grade, and then I'm like, yeah, I'd rather just go racing. So, put all my focus into that. I do like snowboarding. I do love snowboarding. Snowboarding also. It's a great time.
He's like a snowboarder, you know. I asked
go shred the gnar,
Go
bro.
shred the gnar, bro. Do you say that?
To Eric List, no. To Eric List's passion for hockey, I did, I saw a comedian once and said, like, why do you play hockey? He's like, if you break your leg, the ice is, like, right there.
Eric, do you do that accent?
Can you do that right there? As a hockey player?
Oh, don't you know, bud? You just got to start getting in with the boys, and when you start ripping her, you just can't stop. You just go top cheese on the cheddar.
Is Gretzky the greatest of all time?
Don't you know? Don't you know? Eh?
Wow.
Eh?
Just went
That's
multilingual.
pretty spot on.
Is Testmaker playing golf today? Tyler? I don't think he is. Dang it. I was
going
going to have
tonight, though,
Tyler
right?
do it. We should.
Are we going tonight? I think
We really
are.
seriously
Max,
should.
you want to come and watch Eric play hockey tonight?
I'll be at the.
He does
I'll
not.
be at the pizza
It'll be
party.
10.
No,
15.
it's a 10-15
Oh.
game.
Yeah.
I might be able to make that.
We're going to bring the band. The band's going to come play. Chris is going to come play that
Is there gonna be
anthem.
plant-based nuggets there? Or?
We can sing the anthem. You
We
and
can
I
have
can
John
sing the
make some-
anthem.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be great.
Oh, this is going to be
Where
epic.
is the stadium, Eric? Where we go? The
Bellingham.
stadium. Bellingham.
It is the sports complex, Sportsplex.
The Bellingham is
For
the...
everybody watching online.
Can I tell you that Bellingham Airport is the Bermuda Triangle of luggage. They lost
Oh,
my bags
God.
for 3 days last year.
I forgot about that.
That was good fun. Oh,
Yeah,
how are we rolling here? What how do we...
It is hockey.
Oh, it's a
hockey.
whoa.
Eric List. North Dakota
North
hockey.
Dakota.
North Dakota.
So I was hanging out with the Eisenschenk girls talking about their racing program 2 years ago, and I'm filming them. I'm like, so, girls, what are we doing? They go, oh, just hanging out, doing a photo shoot.
Photo shoot. Photo shoot.
I love that family. But those girls are two of the most marketable commodities in sprint car racing. Layla and Amelia Eisenschenk, like, wow. Can run late models, can run sprint cars. Uncle Don goes okay as well. Like, what a family. Whew. Wow. So we're still waiting for the green to clear. Clear. What do you think of the Tim Tam? Max,
They're good.
have you ever tried a Tim Tam?
No.
Oh.
I don't even know what those are.
Cole, can you pass
Can
the...
you grab the Tim Tams out of the cooler?
Hopefully. You're so bilingual.
What in the
Yeah,
heck are these
very much.
things?
Oh, mate.
They are Australian commodity.
Yes,
Oh,
this
gosh.
this is without a doubt a delicacy.
Oh, is it melted?
Yeah, just all
Oh,
over.
Can we put it back
sad.
under the ice, please, Cole? Just get that.
Yeah, the sun beating down on it's not.
Don't you dare say that's pretty good. Don't you dare say that's
He
pretty
was
good.
about
Very
to-
good. Thank you.
Oh, he was gonna say.
How about Hurst banging a Tim Tam into his Miller beer
Oh
before?
my god! So a thing that they do with this is you'll bite one corner off and the other corner, and then they drink coffee through it.
You suck
I guess-
coffee through it, yeah.
Yeah, and like a straw. Yeah, and anyways,
Who smells good all of a sudden? Oh,
You
you're
said-
back. You smell good, don't you? It's you, isn't it?
nah, I
Yes,
got it.
it's you.
Is it?
Yes,
I think
it's you.
it's
It's
me.
always you, Justin.
It's not me. It's Max.
What are you wearing, Max?
Oh, YSL.
Oh. Yves Saint Laurent? Mm-hmm. Look at me go.
No, you're
What
not.
is
Shot
happening?
over
You're
my
like
fingers.
trilingual, quadlingual.
Look at a napkin over here by chance.
Nope.
Napkin?
Nope. You can use Tanner Holmes' bright yellow dirt cup shirt, or the grass.
Yeah. I mean,
What are we thinking here? Are we thinking on the green? Oh, see, North Dakota. They're going to put it right in the middle here.
He smells the cologne.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're wearing? What are you wearing?
That's Max.
Dang.
Max Mitri.
Is that your car, Max? I feel like I'm in the night.
Here we go.
Oh,
Ladies
here we
and
go.
gentlemen,
Here we go.
hush. Oh, I feel like it.
It's that curve left. Almost every shot. I'd say 90% of the shots we've seen today do the same thing.
a big high limit winner.
Oh God! Oh geez! You should tell him congratulations because that's been the theme of the day. You should just do it as a joke, kind of, but not really.
Is it cold with the?
It must be cold. He's wearing a jacket.
He's just cool.
Is it?
That's what it is. That's Tara Shook Holmes' son.
Yes, it is.
He's cool.
Hey, that's Carly Holmes' brother.
You can't say that. No one ever mentions his dad. Poor guy. It's always about
Tara.
Tara.
You're right.
It's always about Tara, and it's always about
Here,
Carly.
Tanner.
Poor old dad.
Please get in the middle here.
Congratulations on your win at high limit.
See.
You take this back.
No.
I can stand here.
Please don't.
Max Mitchery. And how's it feel to be a dirt cup?
It feels great.
It's good, man.
Have you back?
I don't want to use the word fail, but I will.
It's good. Been a good season for you. You guys already talked about all that? No?
Yeah.
Been a good season.
Yeah, it's not been bad.
You know?
Been a pretty good season for you as well.
Big non-wing guy.
Yeah, you're a big high limit winner.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You ran a non-wing car before you ran Chase's car?
No.
Really? How different did it feel?
It's really not. It's like exactly what you think. It's like iRacing and R Factor like combined.
Gotcha. Did it?
All those late
did it feel
night
like
R
running a
factors.
kart non-wing? Because no, probably not.
No, not as much.
Nope.
All those late night R Factor nights.
Have you raced the English Creek to that point? Have you raced
I've
the
been to
English Creek?
It's awesome.
I haven't.
Love English Creek.
1 6 mile, like banked like this.
Yeah.
I have not.
What did my friend say once? Like fighter jets in a gymnasium.
Yeah. When we were there, it was on the fence, and it was awesome. So cool.
This could be. I have a good feeling about this shot, Tanner. I see the ways of dressing it. Toes lightly
like
placed.
All professional. Ooh, 2 left.
It's up.
Theme of the day today.
It's
That
up.
is.
Yes,
That has
yes.
been. That has been.
He's good. How often have you guys raced against each other?
Or basically our whole life.
Yeah, growing up, we raced a lot against each other. Yeah, racing Red Bluff and Cycleland and.
So he was fanboying on you before about how cool it
shoot.
is when you race back home and the support that you
Yeah, it's
have
cool.
back home. And
Yeah.
to that point, we're talking about how race drivers make little towns global.
True. Yeah, for
Right?
sure.
We're-
Jacksonville, Oregon.
Yeah. You think of like I know drivers by where they're from too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's cool. It makes it really cool.
Well, I remember driving through Pennsylvania, and I drove through a town called New Oxford, which would mean probably nothing to you.
Yeah.
Right, from New Oxford, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
From Worcester, Ohio.
yeah.
From Apple Creek, Ohio, right?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
those things. Holmesville, Ohio, like Kenny Jacobs. There's like 500 people in that town.
Yeah.
But it's globally known. And to be honest, Mifflintown in Pennsylvania is the home of Keith Kaufman,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And I went and hung out with Keith and Kathy Kaufman a couple years ago, and I said, hey, Keith, Brad Doty's got a sign, and Kenny Jacobs has got a sign. Why isn't there a sign that says Mifflintown, the
Yep.
home of Keith Kaufman? He's like, I never thought about it. He's very humble, and he wouldn't
Yeah.
want that. Well, I went to the mayor's office and said, hey, this guy's called the man from Mifflintown.
Yeah.
Why don't you have something at the town limits
For sure.
that says this? Well, I've started a bit of a campaign. It's taken 2 years now, but it's going to happen this year.
That's cool.
And we should do more of that stuff.
I agree.
you know?
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, so like even I think of BC after he passed. Isn't there
Yeah.
a thing in Noblesville? You know,
Yeah.
in Indiana. Stuff like that's just neat. Like that's I think that's a really big deal. It's a big deal.
And people all over the world know of these places because of that. And I never ever heard of sprint car racing from Oregon too much
Yeah.
until
Yeah,
you
no,
came
not a whole
along,
lot,
mate.
yeah.
And that's really. And hey, let's face it, David Gravel, right? Connecticut.
Yeah.
Not exactly the hotbed of
Sprint car racing. Yeah,
But he's made it that way.
for sure.
They're not throwing my stuff out yet.
No.
We're good to go.
You do have to go back and get a new key.
Okay. Excellent.
Skagit Casino Hotel.
Very high security. Skagit Casino Resort. Wonderful people. That's where I'm crashing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, I love that Oregon has there been a ripple effect of sprint car racing support now from that?
I think so, fan-wise and stuff. I mean, it's still tough. The West Coast in general, I think we're, for whatever reason, we're up against, maybe a little bit more. We're not Pennsylvania where you can drive an hour and a half and get to, all these different racetracks.
No.
We're a little bit more spread out. And I don't know, there's something I think there's more competition out here on activities to do. I don't know if it's some of the big cities, but it just seems like it's a little harder for us to get fans. So I think like what Skagit's done to build over time, or having some of these speed weeks. I mean, we see crowds that we don't see all year. For like what they just had for the Fastest Five. Some big nights. So yeah, it's really neat. But yeah, again, Oregon not necessarily a hotbed. California obviously has always been well known, but we still have to fight hard to get people out to the big races.
When I was driving through Seattle yesterday, I'm like, damn, how can we get all these people to be race fans?
For sure.
And you must think that as well, right?
Yeah,
We never stop thinking about racing, Max. Are you the same?
Yeah, I'd say I'm the same. I'm pretty close to it.
You it's a thing that just invades your whole soul, isn't it? Like
Yeah. No, I mean, it's tough, I think, also, too, like, to be competitive and be fast. I mean, obviously, like the top guys they're always at it, and now, I mean, people's schedules are bigger than ever. You can run a lot, even on a regional or a local level. You can race a lot across the country, and so I mean, when you have that, and you can race on a Wednesday night or a Thursday or a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, like I said, I was in Pennsylvania, and they can race Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every week, and that's your local guys, and you'll roll in and they'll kick your butt, and you've never heard of some of them before. So
we played a bit of trivia yesterday. I'm going to throw Eric under the bus because he can't reach the microphone from here. So yesterday we're standing outside the Speedway, and I said, let's just play some trivia. Can you name 4 famous racing Kadings? So I'm going to pitch that at you now. 4.
Tim, Bud, Brent, and Howard.
Wow.
Boom. Eric is like, oh, what's their dad's name? I'm like, dude, if BK was here, he would snap your arm like a twig. And then Howard, who's the, like, Pops, like he was the man as well that started all that. And I love that when you go in the Kinzer name as well. A lot of people don't realize that Bob Kinzer and Sheldon and those guys were the forefathers of this.
Totally.
But when you go to Larson, it stops at Kyle. That's the cool thing about racing. It doesn't have to be generational, right?
For sure. No, totally. No, you're right. And like, it's going to be really interesting. I think of 15, 20 years down the road, who the kids of now, the people racing are going to be coming up and, might be in NASCAR and might be in the Outlaws or, like Kevin Harvick's son or Owen Larson or Audrey. I think we got to watch out for Audrey. I think she might be the one that ends up being one of the top female racers coming up.
Is she already like popping apple juice and stuff, like just shotgunning apple juice and stuff like a mom or something like that? I feel like that's coming.
Yeah, and it's impressive. A lot of these kids can race a lot. I don't know what it was like again 20 years ago or not, but between whether it's quarter midgets or karts or micros, junior sprints, I mean, like these kids can race and the competition's really heavy. I think also too, like Max had mentioned, like even some of the video games, the R Factor, the iRacing. These kids aren't just racing on Fridays and Saturdays. They're probably sitting behind a computer screen a couple hours a night, and you don't think about that, but like there's a lot of training of the brain and aggressiveness, and like these kids are pulling slide jobs and beating off the wall on a video game, and like then they go in real life and it's just like they can already do it. It's really interesting. So I think with technology evolving, I think the kids that are coming up are really good at just 13, 14, 15 years old. I mean, we're seeing with like a Jet Barnes, you know what I mean? Can just hop behind the wheel and go, and these kids are just bred at a young age to be able to drive.
When Bud and I were kids, we had an Atari. Remember the Atari, Bud?
Yeah.
It was like you had just a circular wheel. It was a game called Indy 500, I think, and all it was 2 blocks. Just went around a circular thing, and you just had to keep... But you could slide it in. Like it was... Yeah. Nowadays, you got Sims, and I think the Sim thing really kicked off during COVID as well, right?
Yeah.
Because
totally, yeah.
That's when you could race against the late Rowdy Bush. That's when you could suddenly be going, oh, cool, Rowdy Bush is racing
For sure.
here, and that sort of stuff is what you can access now.
Yeah, and it's so realistic. I mean, they scan the tracks in, everything, like to the bumps and the walls, and I never had like an impressive enough. I don't know if Max probably did either. Like, I'm impressive enough simulator that it was like everything was dead real, but visually, like even going to Chili Bowl or going to stuff, like I would race a little bit on iRacing just to try to know what it was going to look like. You know what I mean? And at least familiarizes yourself before you go, and that's super, super helpful.
I'm just going to ask him about it later, but I just can't imagine Bud as a little kid walking up to Dad. Hey, Dad, can I play on the simulator? Whack. Yeah. It's in the garage. Go and clean it. Like, there was no simulators back in the...
Totally.
The simulator was you sitting in the stands going, all right, don't go there. Make sure you go there. But that's... I think, to the Kading legacy credit, I'm not sure that BK could have survived in an era like this where it's just so brutal on people. Like, he was such a... In Australia, BK is a legend. Like, particularly in Queensland, he raced with the Kelly family, and he was literally that big, scary-looking Californian that looked like he would snap your finger off. And I remember John Shaw, one of our guys, poking him and in an interview, and he said, keep doing that, I'm going to snap your finger. And the Jack Hewitts and those sort of people, those characters, you get cancelled these days so quickly, Tanner.
Totally, yeah.
You guys live in a world that's so reactive now, man. I feel bad for you because as many great things there are for you now, there's just so many pitfalls. And you're social. You're very social.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of us, it's crazy. I think, what do we call them, armchair quarterbacks? Or I mean, I don't know. There's just a lot of people from the stands that, like I said, crucify you really, on how you drive or this or that. And I think also they probably lose the aspect of like we're all humans and forget that we're buddies, or there some of the dads out there or crew guys, whatever, right? We all have like a story, and they're so quick just to judge how you throw a slider or whatever. I mean, what it could be, what you say on the mic, and it's just an interesting world we live. I don't really see it changing. I think it's probably going to keep getting worse. It's probably going to keep getting worse, but.
And I feel like, all the live streams and all that stuff doesn't help nowadays. I feel like everything is recorded.
Well, the highlights are the problem. And Eric and I were talking about this last night. you see so many fights on social networks that are broadcast and streamers, and I just like said to Eric, it just annoys me that we have to even have that there. And you see the cameraman like at the Dome, for example, right? When there's a fight, you literally see the cameraman running behind the guy that's running to the late model driver to knock his head off, and it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old and worn out, and I wish that it was just about the racing.
For sure, totally.
Does that catch kids?
No, I hear what you're saying too, and I think everybody too, even on some of the driver's side or whatever, everyone's also so quick to want to defend themselves instead of just like, I mean, like I said, I feel like now we live in a world where everyone does want to have an opinion and wants their opinion to be known. So like, I think it's okay, just let their, it's kind of like social media is kind of like watching people play tennis, and at some point if you don't hit the ball back on the other side, it kind of just ends, and these, like I said, a lot of these people probably get more of the reactions that they're wanting, and they want to poke the bear, they want to cause trouble or whatever. So I think as drivers we just got to keep doing our thing, and maybe feed into it here and there. It helps. There is a side of it that obviously gets the fans excited, and it's good to have villains, but I don't know. I think for the most part, we just have to keep doing our thing. It don't really matter what the guy in row 30, seat 7 has to say at the end of the day.
Just the other day, yesterday, I saw the Jack Hewitt KMD thing popped up again on the internet, right, where he says he can kiss my, which they've changed to keep moving dirt. Because Jack said to me a couple of years ago, I hope my legacy is not that video. Because the kids see that, they go, oh, look at that old guy, look what he called that official and all that stuff. And yet they don't realize that Jack Hewitt was one of the greatest dirt racers of all time.
Yeah.
And should be remembered for being passionate and fierce and angry and will knock your head off and punch you and stuff. But what a phenomenal talent. And he's worried that YouTube clip is all that is his legacy. Not that he won every category in the 4 Crown.
Yeah.
Right? So before Kyle
right.
Larson and Jeff Gordon and Tony Stewart, there was Jack Hewitt.
Totally.
That's what social media is kind of, unfortunately doing for us. But
no, you're totally right. Totally right.
I do hate that.
But there is a flip side to it. I mean,
yeah, you can utilize it, right?
There is a positive, yeah,
I mean,
for
this
sure.
guy uses social media pretty
We try
good.
hard for sure. No, I mean, and it helps, I mean, I think, Skagit, obviously they've seen success with it, helps get people to the track, and Knoxville and Eldora and the tracks that utilize it obviously now are turning into premier, they're building their legacy. And so that's really cool. Let
me swap you this. You take that.
Okay.
I'm going to swap this. Bud, you want to come over here and jump in the middle of this? Let's do this so I can, because we're not the NBC here, we can just do this. Come and stand here with you. Because I like bringing old guys like me in here. How many years now, brother?
30, 31,
forward a
I
bit,
guess.
bud.
30, 31.
So you started when you were 8?
7. Yeah, I was 7, Tim was 8. So yeah, 1987 was the first year, actually Tim and I started racing quarter midgets, which is, like, our tools are definitely different than the tools you guys started with. I don't think the aggressiveness with quarter midgets really translated to sprint cars as much as you see, like, from the outlaw carts and the 600s and whatever those guys are coming up with now. And listen to you guys talk about your simulators and all that. I built one at COVID off Marketplace, but like when we were kids, our simulators were wooden sprint cars and a bathroom rug. That was the infield. So we didn't really have the tools that you have today. And not that it. Obviously, I think that it does a lot, the simulator stuff, with timing and stuff like that. But like the sprint cars on iRacing are far from a sprint car.
100%.
Like a cup car and that kind of stuff. I think it's close and there's stuff you can learn, but still a great time and a great tool to use.
Did you hear that tink? That's the first time we've heard the tink today. That was nice. Had a gentle quality about it. We were talking about Mount Rushmore, the top 5 sprint cars of all time, and we didn't really talk about California, because when you want to go down the California path, Dad rates right up there as one of the greats of all time, bud, and that must be something that you're very proud of.
Definitely. It's tough to live up to. I think following him was one thing with my brother and I, but we kind of chose our own paths. Like I left and did USAC for quite a while and then got married.
You like that, Max? USAC, baby. Yeah, Max, you see the glint in his eye when he takes on wing?
He looked at me like I had double D's in a bikini. What said USAC? Like, Jesus. So, yeah, but, my dad, he built a great legacy in sprint car racing, not just with driving, but with the business and personnel, keeping NARC around when him and Jim Allen, when it was failing at one point, and brought it back, and then now, it changing hands over the Rudine and Sweet and Flow and what's going on now. And hopefully they can build it up and make it bigger and better. I mean, that's what it's going to take is guys like that to bring, at least West Coast sprint car racing to the next level.
How many times does someone walk up to you and go, I got to tell you a story about your dad. Like, it must happen all the time, right? And my BK story was the Spanky Matthews Memorial. It's the first time I've ever been to Hanford. And it was, I'm going to say 94, 95, somewhere around there. And they did the national anthem flag, and BK rolled around with this big old flag out the left-hand side, big flag. And they threw the green, and he hot lapped for like 5 laps with the big American flag out, did it one-handed. Like, stories like that probably don't surprise you.
No, not at all. When you come up here, the stories that you hear are actually really good, and you get interested to listen to them because as much success as he had at the event up here, it was the after the race. Those stories were really good, and he's got a lot of good ones.
These 2 clean-cut young men, mate. They don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean, they used to have wet T-shirt contests and all the good stuff
cool.
over here after the races. Now, I mean, it was a big race to have a good time after the races, in that era. Now it's, that everyone's loading up, getting to the car wash and preparing for the next day. So, the sports kind of changed the landscape of it in that aspect, but it's still great to be a part of. I'm very fortunate to, be in it as long as I have been.
How long now? 31, 32 years?
I don't know. I think this year's I think maybe 30 or 31 years that Tim and I started racing sprint cars. So, yeah, been around longer than most of you guys have been alive. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Tell us some stories, Grandpa.
Right. I think I probably won my first sprint car race, and I bet 90% of the field wasn't even born. So it's just different, as you get older. And I remember being in your guys' shoes and looking at guys that were my age, and I don't. And the longevity.
Who was that? And in that, who was that? Was that Hannigan? Was that sort of Ronnie Day? Was it that sort of? There's another one, right? We're talking about Corey Day as prolific young superstars on the rise. But who were the drivers at your age when you were their age?
On the West Coast is definitely guys. Ronnie Day, obviously my dad, Hannigan, Jimmy Sills, Kevin Pilot. It was pretty strong and it was healthy. The car counts were up everywhere we went. But the racing, the aspects are different. And those guys like Ronnie and Jimmy Sills, they didn't just race out here. They moved around. They did Silver Crown racing, midget racing. So they were pretty versatile in doing it. But it was tough, a good competition. And when you came up here, you had some of the locals. Wilski was strong a lot. Bobby Burrows back then, he was always strong, and he showed up when we came up for Dirt Cup. They used to have a decent field up here, nothing like they have now. I feel like a good portion of the field is threats to win when you come up here every week. Where back then, there was 4 or 5 guys up in the front. Mark Hewson, he was always strong when we came up for Dirt Cup. So, it was very competitive. A lot of people that I looked up to as a kid, especially guys like Jimmy Sills, and you guys talk about Jack Hewitt. I mean, I think when Tim and I were 2 and 3, so it'd been the early '80s. My dad moved to the Midwest for a while. We lived with Jack, and that was eye opening. One time, I used to always point at Jack with my middle finger in his chest, and I always thought, I hate you, Jack Hewitt. And there's a paragraph or 2 in the book about it. But my parents went out one night, and Jack babysat, and Jack had enough. And Jack, he used to live in the second story of his house or whatever, whatever, I don't know what's underneath, the basement, whatnot. But it was like that Michael Jackson video with his kid. Yep. And he's hanging me off the railing, you better straighten up or he's going to kick my ass. So, yeah, good times, great people. I think that, a lot of the people that we grew up around really helped create, my brother and I, as the people that we are and obviously the racers that we are.
The Argabright book, have you read that yet? The Kinzer book yet? Tanner.
I probably should.
Dude, you have to read that. It's only quite... And, the weird bit is it's not super thick. It's not like this big, massive Stephen King trilogy thing. It's actually quite compact. And because it's in Steve's words.
Okay.
And so he's never going to brag on himself, right? Because, again, you couldn't get your old man to sit down and talk about himself. That was a different era. They didn't have to sell themselves. These boys, they have to constantly sell their own brand.
Right, for sure. And the landscape of life is different, right? There was no social media. We raced to the racing wheels, or when we were trying to find race results of what went around the country, we were stopping at a payphone and calling the track. Used to call the track, and they'd answer and tell you who won that night. So, times are different. I mean, shit, as soon as you're in the truck, everyone's like, hey, such and such won it where, and this guy won that race. So, the information is just always forced on you now.
Is it hard for you, Tanner and Max? You both got to keep constantly feeding the machine, right? Back in the day, your results were what spoke, but your results online are as important, I feel like. Not to a team like the team you're racing for, they want results. But from a sponsor and investment point of view with you guys, you need to keep your social numbers up, right?
Yeah, no.
I feel like for sure, you mean I mean, I'm sure you do as well, the race day posts. I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta always have those. You gotta have, you know, I see a lot of people go through those sponsors' businesses and go do walkthroughs and stuff. And you always gotta make the sponsors happy because, you know, obviously that's what keeps you on the road and keeps you racing. So, but yeah, I feel like obviously you gotta have good results. You know, you gotta have something to give to them at the end of the year, saying, hey, thank you. You know, we won X amount of races with the help of your sport. You know, and all that stuff. So, yeah, you know, you just try to make it like. Try to use social media as the biggest tool as you can. I mean, it could bite you if you use it wrong, but if you use it right, I mean, you know, it could help you a lot.
Yeah, I think it's all just like the whole package, like he's saying. There's so much that goes into it. At the end of the day, now I think it's.
Look out! Let's just pause for a moment.
You'll get this back.
This is we're about to see what Dirt Dog can do.
Here we go.
Oh wait.
Eric, if you were committed, you would lay down in front of Dirt Dog and let him crack over the top. What do you think? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Use it. Put the tea in your mouth. John Daly would crack that right over the top. What a phenom John Daly is. My gosh. All right, Dirt Dog. It's a par woof. Emma, be careful. You're the only one of you we've got. All right, Dirt Dog.
I have a feeling this one's gonna go left.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's got to be awfully hard to do that in that suit, by the way. A suit? What suit? I mean,
Yeah.
You got this.
There we go.
Oh!
It's a little heavy on the
That's
nose.
actually pretty good. No, that was not the worst. You know, characters, Jimmy Oskey. Right, there's another guy that, like, the Twilight Zone, like, literally used to bring his own television set to the pit area and watch the Twilight Zone. Like, that Ascot era, which you're probably too young to have grown up around too much, but
I went there a few times.
But what a place.
Yeah.
Just watching the videos of the 3/8 mile and a quarter mile.
Yeah, no, that place was cool. The donuts were amazing. And we were always in the grandstands when we I think probably went there maybe 4 or 5 times.
Have you heard of Ascot, Max, by the way?
They used to have
They
used to have a double-decker bus like outside of turn 1, and people sat in that up on the top of that. That Ascot was pretty rad. And they had a like RC track across from it, a little slick track arcade. Wow. So like all the drivers' kids, because then obviously you had to be like 16 to get in the pit. So we just all hauled over to the go-karts, ran around there until they threw us out, and then headed over to watch the race. But Ascot was super cool facility.
A lot of Hollywood A-listers would be there as well. Like, I think I'm trying to think of the guy that Sammy Swindell became really, really good. Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman was quite often there. Steve McQueen knows. It was the place to be back then.
What did they shoot? I think they shot a couple episodes of Chips there. I think like Eric Estrada's two-wheeling a car and he raced, and that place was cool. It was a lot of fun. It's sad to drive by it now. See, just nothing. I don't think they even built anything there. This is 10 years ago, probably when I went by it, but maybe like storage units or something there. Yeah, that place is rad. I love going down there.
So Bruce Penhall was a world speedway motorcycle champion from California. Actually became not Puncharello, but the other guy in Chips. So he actually was one of the stars in that as well. Yeah, John. Yeah. All I can remember is Punch, Eric Estrada, right? But so, what are your expectations this weekend, bud?
I mean, the 5 or 6 years we've been coming back here, the only time we made the feature on Saturday was when we got voted in. So, I mean, right now if we can get in the show, and it's going to be tougher than ever bringing, we got all these high limit guys coming out here. So it was going to be tough before they were all coming out. So just have a good showing, get in the features, all 3 nights would be my expectations right now.
Now, I know you had some experience back in the day when the Peter Murphy Classic had the 2-lap shoot, the pole shootout, because I know that, I remember at the time, I think we were at Hanford, and you weren't a huge fan of it. You're like, let's just get this over with, hurry up, get it done. Whereas your brother, as we both know, would have fun at a funeral. You're a bit more serious with your approach to it. But the 2-lap knockout pole shuffle event is super cool from a fan perspective. How tough is it for you?
I think it's great. My problem with it was Hanford. I don't think Hanford was really good with 2 laps. Like Tulare was a lot of fun. I think I won it twice there. So I think that the pole shuffle or shootout, whatever you guys they're calling it, is great. It just depends where we're doing it at. Some of these like when they do it at Knoxville. Yeah. Like if your line ain't taken off, you're pretty much going to be second. So Where at Tulare, you got to get bound up on the curb or in the wall. You can race for 2 laps. Where Hanford was the same way. It's just too big for it. But I think it's cool. I enjoy it. I always enjoyed, even when we went to Australia and we're doing it. So
we're very focused on the fan experience,
Totally.
more than the race. And you would have felt that in New Zealand as well. Did you get to race in New Zealand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been to New Zealand from the top to the bottom. Went down to Christchurch, Ruarapuna, raced Western Springs quite a few times. What's the place they just reopened? Murray?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, is it Murray?
Yeah, they did just open that.
No, you're right. No,
There's one on the down. It's south on the North Island.
Yeah.
It's a bigger place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I raced. We raced there.
Western Springs is gone now, which is really sad.
That sucks. This place when we went to that place just had reopened. They had no grandstand, so everyone just sat around the dirt hill.
Yeah.
And it might have been the first or second time that I had been to New Zealand, and I'd become friends with Shane Ellick and a bunch of guys from over there. And
it's a badass midget racer.
We're lining up like the double file, and Shane climbs the fence, and he's on the track as we're doing getting ready to come one to go. He's on the track. He's got this sign that says BK king size, no nuts, and he's fucking shaking it. Hop back over the fence, and then it was cool. New Zealand's a beautiful country. Like Australia is great, but New Zealand, I love being over there.
What were your impressions of that, Tanner?
Same thing. Like I obviously haven't been to Australia, but New Zealand was probably the nicest place I've ever been in the world, honestly.
It kind of reminds me of this. Australia and New Zealand are a lot like this place, bud. Like the Washington State, the leafiness of it, and the streams and the ponds and the ocean and all that stuff is very similar.
Yeah, no doubt. No, and even some of the tracks that we race on the Speed Week up here remind me of the facilities that you go to over there.
Yeah, and a lot of, for the population there, the amount of fans they have and how popular dirt racing is for them, only racing 25 or 30 times a year was...
There's a question that every American asks me. I've always wanted to go down there. Okay, cool, why don't you? How long is that plane ride?
Yeah.
That seems to be like the biggest thing, right? And it is what it is. It was 13 hours on the way here. That's what it is.
I feel like the way there isn't as long as the way home.
The way home is bad. Brutal, yeah.
Like there's cold beers being delivered here.
Even at 11 o'clock at night from LA or whatever to go there is fine. But when you're leaving there in the morning and then you're up the whole time on the airplane, and the first couple of times we went, it was when you had just a TV in the center of the aisle. Everyone's watching the same movie. And I remember the first time I had went to New Zealand on my own, I was with PJ Chesson, and the movie went out.
PJ, wow.
And I had just got a laptop, so I had some movies with me, and so I'm giving the stewardess here, pick this movie, try this movie, and they're taking movies out of my backpack to play on the airplane.
Cool.
I remember I brought a tour of Aussies to America in 94, 95, and 99. It was 28 of us, and we're all on the plane. I made up these little notepads that had 1 to 10 for judging, and when the girls would do the emergency exit thing, here, we'd all hold up like an 8 or a 9. There's 28 of them, and from that night was free wine, free cheese all night. They're just that's great, I went to the Hales Corners, Wisconsin, the Beer Hill Showdown. Flew from Perth to Auckland, San Francisco, Milwaukee, and it rained out both nights. Ooh, and that was when the 7T dub was there, the 8T dub. That was when Kinzel was in the 11, Horde was in the Pennzoil 22, Sammy was in the 1 TMC. And the Eco Water car with Kenny Jacobs. So go back to your top five of all time.
I don't know. It's tough because I don't know. I look at it as a whole. I mean, obviously, I'd have my dad on there not because we did it. He just did in California, but I mean, he won outlaw races when they came here. He won outlaw races in Texas. He led the points with the Outlaws till I don't know, maybe April or May.
Yeah.
In '89, and then pulled off the road just because of business and family, and it was just time to go home. So him, obviously, Steve Kinzer, Mark Kinzer.
Ooh, you threw Mark in there.
I think Mark was kind of. Always, I don't know. I think people kind of don't rest on him enough. Shots, Shots. I remember, when he first started, and we got him into Maxims, and when he got his first win up at Cottage Grove, and we put another car for him together. They used to work at Les Scottis Body Shop. A lot of the outlaw teams.
Do you want a fireball?
No. A lot of the outlaw teams, when they used to come to California, it used to be a month long. But all them 7TW, all those guys would work at Bob Miller's shop. So, as a kid, man, it was after school, we just hauled butt up there, and all the rigs and the teams and the cars and the crews. It was cool, good time.
So we said BK, we said Steve, we said Donnie,
Mark, Shots,
Mark. Yep.
And he would be on there, but I'm gonna have to say Ron Schumann as well.
Wow.
Like, and Wolfgang was great. I just don't feel like he came out enough. I didn't get to appreciate him enough. Wolfgang was one of the best. I just didn't get to watch him race enough.
Max, I haven't asked you this yet. Top 5.
You guys, I'm gonna go a little new school here. Just
that's good.
Obviously, I feel like Larson's got to be on there for what he's done.
100%, but he's not there yet.
No,
I don't think.
agree.
Like, he's going to be
of all time,
one of the greatest that ever drove a sprint car, a race car in general. But I'm not carving his face into a mountain yet.
No, not
only
yet.
because he's not done. His story's not. His
still getting
barely started.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Who else we got on there? BK. I feel like you gotta throw BK on there.
Okay.
Like, did you guys ever and I don't mean this. Did you ever see Steve Kinzer race personally, like live?
No,
Just one time.
Really?
Yeah, one time.
Yeah, it was something else. Like he could win in anything.
Yeah.
Shit falling off his car.
IROC race.
Yeah, it was he was something to watch for sure.
Yeah.
We got to throw Steve on there as well. I mean, you can't. He's part of Mount Rushmore drivers. So
Like
there's 3 of them.
He's really the reason we even are able to do it. Like,
For sure.
or sprint car racing is what, just
You
like
need to
Richard
read the
Petty,
book.
you know.
You need to read the book. Like the stories of him and Carl. Carl told the most phenomenal stories about just an open bed, flatbed truck, with the car in the background when they first started.
Oh, okay.
That's all right. No, I like that hat. You want to bring that over and just include that because we can sign it as we go? No, so how many did we get to?
We're at 3 right now. I'm just trying to think, man.
I'm still in the water.
Yeah, you're good, mate.
Who else could we throw on there? Trying to throw some wild takes at you.
All right, what about just the most exciting, like the guys that are top 5 exciting at the moment, like the guys
I feel like you got to put Rico on there.
Yep.
You got to put Reitzel on there. I mean,
Yep.
they'll just drive the shit out of it, and they don't care.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Let's see here.
You throw Corey in there. I mean, talk about a West Coast.
I mean, yes, but when he is racing, obviously, he just went dead last, like 4th and 10 laps with high limit the other night, so that was pretty cool to watch. I feel like Jet is insane to watch. Douglas, he's 15 and he has bigger balls than all of us, and that was insane.
The courage thing at that age, bud, doesn't take a lot. It's after you've whacked your head a few times that you start going, huh?
I say they're only one ambulance ride away from being about 2 or 3 tenths slower. And there's a lot of them out there like that, and it's crazy. Like 15 or 20 years ago, when a guy got into it, you watched him grow in the sport. Where these guys just get in now and they're fast, and they adapt real well. It's pretty cool to see. It
How many
sucks
did we get
racing
to?
against them.
Yeah. PhD, parents have dough, right? So how many did we get to?
We're at 4.
4? Did we get to 4? Okay, that's in there. That's up there.
I'm trying to think of just wild takes.
So non-wing top 5 while he's thinking about that. So I'm going to say Schumann, Leland McSpadden. I'm going to say, just purely because I love watching him, Kerry Fass, Brad Knopfsinger. Just because it was like always on the right front, like Rip Williams. Like guys like that. I used to watch him around Paris and places like that.
I wouldn't have Foss on there, but I didn't get to see him race very much. Maybe when CRA came out, but the Gas Man. And I know he raced on the West Coast a lot of his career, but Damien obviously, just because of his numbers, so it'd be hard to leave him off.
Yeah.
But the rest of the guys, you got McSpadden was bad. He was fun to watch. He was a lot of fun to watch. And Hewitt, you didn't say Hewitt, did you?
Yeah, no, not yet. Good one.
He would be on there. Hoddenchild was really good in non-wing car too.
So was Steve. Like back in the day, they used to run non-wing as well. Outlaws were wing and non-wing. It was like it depended what show.
And they like the Wednesday night before Gold Cup used to be a CRA show, and a lot of them guys would take their wings off it and run it. And I remember Hod running that quite a bit. It was cool. Hod was real good in non-wing
The
cars.
historical big one back in the day was USAC on the Wednesday, All Stars Thursday, Outlaws Friday, and then 100,000 to win on the Saturday.
Wow.
And I was there one year. They started at 4:30 in the morning on the Sunday morning because it rained the night before, and Earl had a limit on when he could run on Sunday per se. So those kind of tracks are legendary. This place is getting that kind of culture, I feel. Like it's taking a long time, but this is definitely regarded as a top 5, I think, tier venue.
Definitely. I mean, it was cool as a kid coming up here. The facility was... you didn't really look at the facilities like you do now with skyboxes and all the stuff that they're building. Like the best thing about Skagit was obviously when we came up, we would go to Shasta for a week, and then we'd come to Dirt Cup, and they used to have an ice cream parlor in the food line. So like, and everyone worked at the track then. No one worked at their hotels. Everybody stayed out there. So yeah, everyone just all day long, everyone just come back, bring more. Oh, we're gonna get bubble gum ice cream. We're coming back with different flavors. So that was super cool. So just to step back for a second, we were talking about non-wing. My dad was really good in non-wing as well, and we were talking about the social media and all that stuff. And there's a story. My dad was down at Santa Maria racing a NARC race, and CRA was running at Baylands. And again, they go and call after Santa Maria, call to see who had won at Baylands. And Baylands racing, I think, Saturday and Sunday, and Santa Maria was Friday, Saturday. So anyway, called to get the results, and they're like, yeah, Schumann won. And they were talking about if, in the interview with Schumann, if anybody could come up and compete with him. He said, there isn't a wing driver that can compete with us non-wing guys in the country. No one. And my dad, like, so they hauled up, and my dad won the next night at Baylands, and cool. Yeah, so that was fun. That was cool.
I wish I'd been to Manzanita. That place looked amazing.
Manzanita was badass. That place was fun. That was always the Western World was always the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I think I won maybe 14 features there, and we only went there once a year. But like that was like my winter money.
Was it just because the track was so? What was it about Manzanita?
It was more like Knoxville, like just big, sweepy. It was more like a 5/8 and a half mile.
Gotcha.
And that place was a lot of fun to race.
And you just call it Manzi.
Yeah.
Just had that Manzi. Just had that, like the Grove. Most tracks are sort of they're sort of abbreviated, aren't they? Right? When you talk about the Grove.
Yep.
So is that a goal to run in Pennsylvania?
I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, anything. Right out of the Midwest.
Back in the day when his dad used to come up.
Please come. We've got a lot of stories to ask. Yep.
Oh, God. There used to be over 100 cars on the weekend. Yeah.
Come over here, please. Come on. We got lots of things. Look at Justin looking really nervous all of a sudden.
It was a split show then. Right? It was Thursday or Friday back in the day.
Come in here, Dad. He's on the fireballs already.
Yeah.
Good to see you, mate.
How you doing?
So
we're not in film, are we?
Yes, we are. Well, not film per se. So tell me about your experiences with the history of this incredible event, because you were just talking about big car numbers just then. Did you bring us Fireball for everyone, or just
he's got them. I remember the Dirt Cups when I first came. I think my first race in my career was with a modified Dirt Cup, and everybody said I was crazy, but I flipped it into the fence.
Nice.
That first night, and I flipped every other week the rest of the year.
Nice.
But I learned, and I've had some decent Dirt Cups. I remember a couple races with Max Dumsey and those guys or whatever. We had a really good C main one night where we went slide jobbing for about 10 laps.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. But we used to have, I think at one time we had 110 cars, I think it was, when your dad was, or Brent was there, and all the guys used to come, and they'd split the nights to have enough, and then some of the rainouts we used to have some of the years was pretty swampy in the parking lot. So, but it was fun, and
they could have sold tickets to watch everyone get their stuff out.
Oh shit! And when we had to go out on the end, it was pretty bad. So, but no, it's I've been around a long time, and it's fun to come to. I'm glad to see the car count kind of coming back up, because it's kind of dwindling a little bit. So and then now we got the money up and whatever, so we got a lot of cars coming. So it's getting good again. So
an Aussie I should mention on the West Coast is Jamie Cobby. Jamie came around a lot in California in particular and up this way.
Jamie Cobby came and stayed at my place when he was here running the 360 show.
What should we expect at the moment as JY steps up to the looks by the ladies' tee at the moment?
It's probably my club. He'll break it probably. I don't know if he hits very good. So. But it's Jamie, when he came and ran the 360 show, he won it one year, I think it was, the 360 Nationals or whatever. He came and stayed with us. We went water skiing and fishing and doing all kinds of stuff. He's a fun guy. Yeah. So it was a good time when back in the day, but it kind of faded for a while, but I think it's starting to come back.
I'm glad you're here. Your boy, I gotta say, I gotta blow a bit of smoke here. He's an important person in our sport. He's very articulate, presents very well, understands a much bigger picture, very much like Tanner. I'm sure Max is going to get to that point as well. But we need mature. I just mean he's working on his social media in print and the way you speak. Yeah. But it's so much more important. He's a very classy guy.
Yep. No, we tried to raise him to do that in the days when we got him racing and that kind of stuff or whatever. And I've moved away. I'm in Montana now, and I run the Frontier Sprint Tour in Montana now. So we run the 360s over there, and we're struggling a little bit with cars and that kind of stuff. And we're trying to bring it back. We're playing with open tire rule right now with some stuff, and so we're seeing some good things with that, and just trying to revive in a couple different places. where it's getting expensive and try to get more cars to come. It's a tough deal. So I'm over there now trying to do that, and I don't know how successful it's going to be. The 360s seem to be up and down right now, so we'll see what happens and try to keep going. And then the high limits coming to Billings next week or whatever it is,
big.
and whatever, that'll be kind of fun. So
Yeah.
but
Good to see you, mate.
All right, thanks a lot.
Ooh, we're going to get so many stories off him off the mic later on. I can't wait. It's kind of cool. Montana, now we talked about Oregon, not exactly being a sprint car focused, Tanner, right? And
Montana's a beautiful state.
It is, but it's
there's
rodeo
actually a
territory
couple
more
really
than it is.
cool tracks up there. You know, we ran a 360 race like 5 years ago. A bunch of guys ran Skagit, and then they towed on over. There was a 3-night deal in Great Falls, Montana, and it was an awesome racetrack.
Yep.
I mean, on the fence, gut slick, smooth, and like Starks and a couple guys all went over, and we had like 30 cars, and it was fun. So Billings next weekend will be good. Hopefully a chance. That Big Sky Speedway, really well known. Billings has a lot of population.
Yeah, it does.
So I mean, I think an opportunity to kind of get them back. You know, the Outlaws used to pass through there, obviously, you know, for years, and so yeah.
Well, they kind of went everywhere, right? You just had to get another. I remember Brad Doty talking about Ascot, you know, those big races, and he said when you rolled into California, all the gorgeous-looking hot rods were there. Like there was a real pride in local cars, and the non-wing stuff, because I think the Grand National, the West Coast, was like $10,000 to win. The Pacific West Coast back in the 80s, you know, early 80s, it was $10,000 to win, and the California cars just looked special.
Yeah, the paintings, the way that they were painted and everything, they were definitely nicer looking cars. And sprint cars as a whole across the country are a lot nicer, but I still feel that like the nicest cars come out of California, or the West Coast for that matter.
Yeah, West Coast. Nice.
Totally.
How you going there, Youngquist? You're just inspecting the T's? We've slowed up a little bit on the...
These are broken.
Yeah, I know. It's been a bit that way.
We had some people over at the neighboring tee that are feeling good.
Oh, there's a couple of the Donny shots in the arse a little bit over there.
There's a lot of fireball.
Excellent. Well, we haven't seen any yet, but there's a couple of very mature professional young racers here and Bud's, the wealth of experience tells him not to drink Fireball at this point.
Not today. Not today.
Not today. No, fair enough. We're going to take a quick break. There's more people coming up here shortly. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. When God phones Skagit, it's a local call.
Second nicest day of the year.
Oh, you're going to say...
Testing. We're here. We're back. I think we.
There you
Good?
go. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, but the camera's still flipped. These guys are getting ready to swing. So we just kind of were taking a little break. Back here.
Hi, JY. We met your dad. Oh. I'll take regular, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Well, I can't wait to try Hills Meat Company.
It's going to be great. Yeah. I think regular works.
Yeah, I felt he was going to say.
Ketchup's good if they have it.
Wow. JY's just turned into the ultimate. Well, no. I'm trying to think of the word. That's actually a pretty good shot. Who was your sprint car hero?
Ooh. You know, that's a tough one. For me, my hero was like in racing all time and stuff. Here, we'll let this shot. Getting ready to get into a longer
This
topic.
guy's going to crack this. I can tell. Look at that backswing. This is out of here. Right over the top of there.
There we go. Oh,
That's a
gotta get it.
There's a big crosswind that no one's talking about. No one's ever done that today.
But yeah, my hero, was Kyle Busch. As far as that's just
Was
who
it really?
That was
I
like,
didn't know that.
That's why my own personal car was number 18.
Oh wow.
So me growing up, I watched a lot more NASCAR. I mean, I knew of sprint cars.
Yeah.
I could tell you the first races I went to, but I didn't know really a whole lot about like the world of outlaws.
Is that right?
I mean, I did, but it wasn't like I have all this recollection of my parents taking me to outlaw races when I was like I said, I went to one in Vegas because we were there for NASCAR. They happened to be racing.
You went there because
we were at the NASCAR race, and then we went
Wow.
to the again went to like local sprint car races. But again, it wasn't like I lived in a hotbed where I have going to hundreds of sprint car shows growing up.
like Watertown, Connecticut.
Exactly. So my best stories of sprint car racing growing up, what I always knew it was like our track maybe raced them here and there, like definitely raced them more then than now, but like we were always a part of like the Speed Week because there was a big West Coast Speed Week. And so we always just had one night on Speed Week. And then for a couple years, the Outlaws did tried to come to my local track. And I actually have my best story. Rico, I think back then it was called, here, hang on, we'll get this shot in.
That's a cool shirt. It's got like popsicles. Oh, there you go. Did you wear it for me? Oh, thank you. Can you fish me out something cold and wet, please, Justin? Oh, why, thank you. Strawberry lemonade. Jeez. Yeah. Wow, that's the NASCAR thing. That's a cool story.
So that was a good shot. So
if you move the trees, it was a great shot.
Rico was during he was rolling through for ASCS. I think it was called we had ASCS Northwest at one point, and so that was a Speed Week. And Rico, I'm from my home track, Southern Oregon Speedway, was always like either the first or second night, I believe.
Yep.
So I always got to go watch races like that, and so it's actually cool. I got to I pulled Rico a pill for the redraw that night. He drew a 1.
How old were you then?
I drew him 1. I was probably 9, 8,
wow,
9, maybe 10. And so anyway, so he won that night. He started on the pole, 1, and then we got a picture in victory lane after. So that was really cool. Not even kidding you, the year before, Shane Stewart was, back when he was still running 360 stuff, I pulled the 1 for him, and he went on and won that night. So those were some of my early races that I went to, was, watching, I mean, like I said, watch Shane Stewart before he was on the Outlaw Tour, Rico when he was running, kind of just everywhere. I actually think one of the first 360 races I went to, Jesse Hockett was out on the West Coast running in the Buick car, and stuff like that. So, but anyway, I didn't grow up going to all these World of Outlaw shows. I went to, a couple, like 1 or 2, 3, 4, 10 shows, and then, like I said, just when they were at the local track. But I never, like nowadays I have kids come up to me and stuff that they said, oh, my parents drove us from Minnesota to Knoxville, or we came to Eldora from 10 hours away. Like, we just didn't necessarily do that in a bad way. It was just we just always, when the local track was racing, we'd go, and then we went to a couple NASCAR races, and then we were racing ourselves. So
wow.
I didn't know as much about like the Donnie and Pittman and Swede and all that until like I really got closer to my sprint car career actually starting and following it. And even then back in even like 13 and 14 there wasn't streaming. There wasn't as much like of Dirt Vision.
Yeah,
Dirt Vision was just in their early stages. I think it was audio and stuff. And so and then obviously they started posting highlights and interviews and it kind of spiraled. So for me, it was, you know, and it wasn't like, too, also YouTube and everything wasn't even what it was then, too, when I was 9 or 10 years old. Now all these kids are 8 years old and they watch our YouTube videos, but, like, I wasn't watching YouTube videos when I was 8.
You were told to get outside the house.
You know, it was a little bit different. I think things just changed really quickly in that period of time, probably, like, in the middle of my life, just because social media started changing rapidly, you know?
To that point, the thing I love the most about our sport is you can become friends with your heroes.
Totally.
Now, I doubt there's a story of a kid that helped Joe Montana warm up one day on the sideline, and then he played against him.
Totally.
Right? So what happened with you, there's not a kid that helped Patrick Mahomes suddenly and then is going to play against him in the Super Bowl.
For sure.
You are doing this every day.
Yeah.
You are racing against the people that influenced you in that moment.
Well, and that's where even,
that's
too, I think it's important, like, and for drivers now, like, you encourage them to, or we're all encouraged, like, obviously you want to give the fans your time, and that's so important. But you also, I think we all kind of forget that we might be talking to, you know, let's say the 6-year-old kid walks up to me. Well, in 10 years, that might be the kid that just, you know, like a Jet Barnes that just won a race. And so because I remember what that was like when I talked to Rico. And, you know, obviously Rico, at the time had no idea, but he ran Red Bluff and Cycling and grew up running go-karts. So obviously I shared when I talked to him, I'm like, hey, I'm racing go-karts at Red Bluff and Cycling. And he's like, that's awesome. But, you know, he didn't know who I was.
No.
But it was that cool because I have that interaction with kids, and I hope in maybe 10, 15 years, all of a sudden I go, wait, we took a picture at the Nationals, or we met here and there. And, you know, it's part of their story in return, right? Because I got to have that with a couple drivers. And
I didn't know that, Tanner.
And still have, you know, I always encourage kids whenever I give them a hero card or whatnot. I said, make sure you keep this because, like, on a rainy day, I have Kyle Larson when he was in the KD 99. When he came through and ran our local track. I got Rico when his number was 89, running his family sprint car. Tim Cady, I have the Roth car, I have the Zero car that's going to be here this week. Like when all these people, you know, all these and all the drivers were different, you know, Allard and like I said,
Jonathan
Cady
Allard,
and you know, I mean, like I said, the list goes on. So I got to watch all them, you know, not a whole lot, but I still have those, you know, going to the pits after the races and all that stuff. So
that's great.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool. That's what's unique about our sport. I mean, there's not another sport that you get to just go up and talk to a driver and take a picture and not have to get like a meet and greet ticket or an autograph sign. Like it's raw, you know what I mean? And if you catch a driver at the right time, you can talk for 5, 10, 15 minutes, you know, it happens. So,
well, I'm going based on fashion, I'm going with that shirt. Yeah, that's very 90s nightclub. That's got success written all over it. 20th.
Who's leading?
We don't have to care. You don't have to care. You know, you talk about, we've covered so many things today, but if I want to talk about someone who I think is a complete package, if I could walk into a boardroom and sell our sport and then get in a race car and be a badass, Jason Myers.
Totally.
Like a guy that just has so much class about him and boardroom savvy as well as racetrack BAD A55.
Totally.
That's a guy that I would want to present our sport to a massive. If we were going to get Vibrant back in the game, or Shell, or you know, back in the day when Amoco, remember when Amoco did the Knoxville Nationals, and Dale Blaney ran the '93 car with them, and I remember when Dean Jacobs had Frigidaire. That's a massive thing for our sport to have because you expected that from NASCAR. You expected Tide and Omo and, you know, all those sort of M&Ms and those kind of companies.
Definitely.
But those people are so important to our industry because of the way that they are such a globally savvy individual.
Yeah, and I feel like we're in a spot now where I think things are trending where we're starting to have more of that. Obviously, like, you have like a NOS energy and like what they've done in our sport, and I mean, so much money to help continue make things happen for teams and drivers and everything in between, you know, crew guys and stuff like that. But yeah, I just think our sport's in a really good spot right now, and I think, like, even you mentioning Jason, like, it's cool. These people that have had big impacts on what we do, but their story doesn't just stop when they stop driving. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the 14 cars obviously here, and they've been on national tours and had a charter at one point and race in California. And, you know, I mean, there's a lot of influential people like that their career didn't just stop when they got out of the car. And that's huge to still have those, one, for the next generation to be mentors for not only who's in the car, but, right, we still look up to a guy like Jason. And and teach the way, even if the way changes a little bit over time. Because obviously the era that, if you grew up in the 90s versus maybe growing up, in the last 10 years, last decade, it is a different path in dirt racing, but there's still so much to be a sponge and absorb, and the kids need that. Because I think as we probably go on in time, right, just like normal, kids think they know, when you're 16 years old, you think you know, and when you're 18, you think you know, and when you're 20, but over time, you realize that you didn't know as much as you did, and it's good to have people to look up to and seek advice and learn from, their successes and mistakes.
So for an entirely different reason, the biggest win in sprint car racing in the last 25 years happened this year.
Mm-hmm.
Casey Kane.
Yeah.
For someone that just deserved
Totally.
that moment, that has invested millions and millions of dollars, and his brand, bringing his brand back out of NASCAR, back into sprint car racing, and be so loyal to it, and really never have any results of where you go, oh, this is it, tonight's the night. You just didn't see that one coming. It wasn't in his own car and all that sort of stuff. But what a phenomenal win for one of the most important figures in our sport of the modern sprint car era.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, that was huge. I think the Outlaws posted it was like 10,000 days or something from the first start to the win. And, yeah, I think it goes to show, too, like, I mean, back to what Brock said earlier. Like, I mean, nightmares are dreams, too. And this sport just takes so much mentally, physically, and over time. A guy like Casey could have totally given up at a lot of times, but it's the people in this sport that you just got to keep racing, you got to keep pushing, and things do come around at some point. I feel like if you work hard enough, and I mean, like I said, a guy like that just you put so much out, you're going to get something back.
Well, Casey, Australians owe Casey in it. That's a nice shot.
That was a great shot.
That is very nice. Australia owes Casey a lot in terms of the loyalty he showed to James McFadden as well, because when Casey got hurt, he could have put anyone in his car, and he waited for James, and James had visa delays and things like that to get here, and I'm very excited. This is our first Hills Meat Company hot dog.
It's great.
I'm very excited about this.
Someone already ate theirs.
Yeah, make sure ours is regular, not spicy. Oh, that's me on the ketchup much. Oh, they look great. Wow.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks to Hills Meat Company for... See, it's all about the shirt. I'm telling you.
Okay. Do you want...
You can... JY, do you want to chat as well? What are you doing? Just holding up the marquee? I see that. Yes, Chance can come in and take the rocker. Yeah, I agree. So are you, mate.
What are you going to talk about? No, you got to talk about the Hills Meat Company.
Well, yeah, I'm going to, but I want to try it first. I'm waiting, mate.
Chance.
Good to meet you, buddy.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, Justin, here's your biggest chance.
This is the only chance we have today.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Is it? Oh, we can't even see on camera you eating the Hills premium meats. Were we muted that whole time?
No, you're hot.
Yeah. Thank you. Did they run out of burgers? Hills meat. Oh, okay. All right. Welcome to the broadcast.
Thank you.
Wade's going to be your host for most of the time, but he has to have a snack. Chance Grasty joins the broadcast, folks. I think mostly just our parents are watching at this point. We had a long break, so whatever. It's all good. The people. Here's what happens with this broadcast: is that it turns into a big highlight reel, and they take clips.
Yeah.
And they get posted. Well, there were how long were we on air last year? 5 or 6 hours?
Damn.
How many?
18 hours.
Yeah, it felt like. But then I think there were 3 good clips we got out of the whole thing that were pretty good. Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You've just been on Speed Week, right?
Yeah. Talk about your Speed Week.
Let's hear about it.
Man, it was a struggle. I mean, it was our first time at all the tracks for me and my team. We just never really had good speed. Not a lot of luck. I mean, we qualified half decent the first night, qualified 4th, and then on the heat race, you got to win it. And I chose the outside on the start. It probably wasn't the best decision, and I got beat. And and then running like 9th in the feature on a late race restart. Kind of got stuffed, and we destroyed a car. So, not a good start, and it just never really went uphill from there. I mean, at Douglas County, we finished 6th from 11th. That was our best night of the speed week, but we did not a whole lot of luck.
What was the biggest challenge at all? Like new tracks and stuff. Like what was that like? Just traveling. Obviously running a lot in California. What's the biggest challenge? Seeing new places and different sizes, different dirts, all that.
It's all a big learning experience. It's the biggest challenge is probably knowing where to run in qualifying. I struggled knowing where to run in qualifying.
Yeah.
I felt like the guys were doing different stuff, and I never really caught on to it. I wish I could watch flow on the phone before going out, and I just never really got to. I think qualifying was the biggest struggle of the speed week, but after qualifying, you know where everyone's running. In the heat race, you can follow people. So I think it's really just qualifying was the biggest challenge for us.
Yeah, you get behind in qualifying, and then it's like
it's tough with these formats.
Everything else is almost just
it's
waste.
Tough to time out.
Yeah.
Talk about your win recently. Winning at Chico, that's obviously it's not easy to win 410 races,
Yeah, it was a really good night. We qualified really good, and then in our heat race was actually very scary. Our car, I think we read the track wrong, and we actually loosened up our car, and then the track was a lot slicker than they anticipated. So I ended up running 6th in the heat race. I started 4th and fell back to 6th on the first 2 opening laps. So, but I still made the dash. And then we got actually lucky in the dash. Colby, he was leading the dash, and then I was running 2nd, and he blew up on the white flag lap. So I was able to win it, and then in the feature, I started on the pole. I led to lap 25, and then Justin got by me on a restart, and then he actually, a lapper took him out late in the race there. So obviously, it was pretty. We had some luck on our side that night, but it was a cool feeling. I've always wanted to win an ARC race, and now I've got one. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was a crazy race. Obviously, the biggest highlight of it was that last caution when the luck fell in your favor. But that was oh my God, But you got to be in the right place at the right time, right? Like you got to be there, and that's.
Well, sprint car racing, it'll give it to you sometimes, and sometimes it'll take from you. You just never really know.
Yeah, you got to be there to win.
Yeah. So after this, so you guys are running ARC for points, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So you have NARC shows after this, and that's cool. So first dirt cup then. First dirt cup.
First dirt cup. First time up here. First time up here in a car. So I'm excited. I love Skagit. It looks really cool. I have a blast watching there. So
that's awesome.
I know. I'm excited to get behind the wheel there.
Totally.
Yeah,
totally.
It'll be really cool with all the car count.
Yeah.
Is what everybody's kind of talking about, but the level of talent I think through the field is what, because you have people, I remember when there were 80 or 100 cars. It's like, okay, but how many were truly competitive?
Totally.
Right? Like now you've got well over half the field that's here that could win.
Totally.
Or run top 3 or whatever.
Starters.
Literally, if you're starting in the A main, you're capable of winning that race.
And track position's so key starting up front.
Yes.
If you put it, that's why I always say is the guy that starts 16th, if you put him on the pole, he might run away and win the race too.
Yeah.
So.
Well, like we were talking about last week, Trey with the 360 race, it was top dominant, whatever, but he literally had a half straightaway lead.
Yeah.
On the first lap. It's oh my God. So track position, obviously you got to get through lap traffic and everything else and, run a smooth race, but it's track position huge.
You might know this. What's the format's different this year? Do you know what the format is? I don't know.
No.
Okay. We won't talk about it then.
I haven't even seen it posted.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
I thought I heard that the format was maybe different. So I didn't know.
So I had heard that, but then I don't know if it truly
Gotcha.
did get changed. Eric might know. Our producer, Eric List. Yep. Oh, the man with the phone. He's got the information.
Because the format's obviously always been very qualifying heavy.
Yes.
You get through your heat race and you make the invert. Obviously, if you can pass some cars in the feature, you're sitting good. If you don't qualify good, your night's long. But not as much of maybe how an outlaw show be, but starting behind, you actually start up front and you can still win the heat race and not gain a whole lot of points back.
All right, 2 flights of qualifying.
2 flights, okay.
Preliminary night 1. 2 lap single car qualifying, 200, 198, 196 the points. All cars will compete in heat races. Lineup will
Who
talk.
was the first person to start calling it a flight? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
We started doing it. Now it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
flight one of
Flight one.
yeah
Right? Who said that first?
What was it before that? Was there something before that?
group.
Group.
Doesn't sound anywhere
Johnny
near
Gibson. Johnny Gibson.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
And what about
Tony
this?
Laporta.
I need to ask a question. Can I ask a question? I need to ask you a question. Chance, this is for you. In Australia, and probably in America too, a lady carries something with her money in it. What is that? It's not a trick question. Starts with P. Right. Why do we call the most important thing in sprint car racing that you guys ask before you go to every race? Why is it called a purse?
Because it carries all the money. You just said.
I don't like it.
Gotcha.
Can you see where I'm going with
what
this?
do you-
Trying to just think
The,
of what
What's
like
the wallet?
The bounty? You know what I mean? Like the payout.
Because you're after it.
But we call it a purse.
The payout. Yeah. Why is it? Why do we call
It's
it?
a little. It's a lady's handbag. I'm just gonna leave that with you.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see like what
AI.
what
that
else we
real
call.
quick.
Yeah.
AI.
Other
search that
ideas for
real
a
quick.
purse.
Why is the winning money or the prize money at an event called a purse?
That's on you, Chance.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm on it right now.
I like your shirt, man.
Okay.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All cars will compete in heat races. Heat races will line up with the top 6 cars inverted from qualifying, 10-lap heats. Qualifying heat races are completed. The top 20 in night 1 preliminary points will lock into preliminary feature.
Wait, top 5 in each heat.
After qualifying is over the top.
So it's the format that they did at the Skagit Nationals, right?
The
Isn't
top,
it?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
21st to 38th will go to a 15-lap B main. Top 2 finishers.
How do they line up the feature? Heads up or inverted? Invert by 8.
The preliminary night 1 A main event will have a 16-car inversion.
Huh.
So that's the same.
Same inversion, just the different. It used to be 8 cars inverted in the heat races, not
There will
6.
be no provisional starting spots or alternates.
Huh.
A perfect score, quick time heat win, feature win is 500 points.
Gotcha.
All right, so then it's accumulated night 1 and night 2 points, line you up for Saturday. Pull shuffle. Top 4 in accumulated preliminary night points locked directly into the A main and pull shuffle. Positions 5 through 44, 4 qualifiers. Top 4 finishers from each qualifier transfer to the A. The winners of each qualifier qualify for the A main and the pull shuffle. So you have 4 locked in from the first 2 nights of points.
Points-wise,
and then the shuffle winners.
That's cool.
Yep, and then positions 5 through 8, pull shuffle sets the top 8 starting positions of the A main. Blah blah. Okay.
That's cool. Well, that's good. Now we kind of know the format.
Thank you, Eric List.
Yep. Thank you, Eric. Chance,
Did
what?
you? Oh, sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, with all the traveling done this year, has there been a track that stuck out, or what's like your favorite place to go? At least that you have coming back up, or
Like up here?
well, it could just be in general. Like, I mean, has there been a place like I guess one would be what's a place that surprised you, and then maybe that you did really like, and then what's like your favorite track to go to normally?
My favorite track normally to go to is probably Chico. I mean,
Yeah.
I love Chico. I feel like it puts on good racing. This year they've got, they've definitely. I mean, last year, the track was a little hard on tires, but this year they've definitely got it locked in, and so I've enjoyed going there each time this year. And actually, it'd be surprising up here. I really like the way Grace Harbor raced. I feel like the first night I really enjoyed the 2 lanes of racing. And
Really wide and slick.
Yeah.
Wide and slick.
Well, it's funny because I feel like we don't normally see it top that often at Elm, like a true cushion to run
Gets
against
way up there,
or
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like it's too high up and then it kind of
Yeah.
like tapers off,
Tapers
you know?
off, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that they've changed the banking a little bit. I mean, I haven't been there as much lately, but I know they kind of got it to where that it doesn't crown as much, 3/4 the way up the track to help that top be a little bit better.
That was Josh. His name is Josh.
Good job, Josh.
That's his witness protection name anyway.
He's got to replace your divots.
Hey.
But yeah, that first night at Grace Harbor, actually in 3 and 4, there's a tiny bit of a ledge. Watching, it definitely it's got grip, but there's like no material to build up on.
Totally.
I think the first night we actually had a little bit of material that we were able to lean on more than watching replays there.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh no, incorrect. These are ringer. Oh, this is the ringer. I'm not that far from it.
No pressure.
Set the table
So what do you feel like racing with NARC and everything this year? Like, is there anything that stands out to you that you've maybe like learned that you're like, oh, okay, like keep that in my back pocket to bring with me to these races like this, or kind of, you know, like how have you grown as a driver kind of to like say, oh, okay, doing this has helped me get to this level?
Yeah, it's you know, I ran a lot of 360 stuff last year, and this year is our first year focusing on 410s, and it's a lot. All the races just a lot faster pace. You know, you just have less time to make decisions, and you know, our level of competition with NARC is it's a pretty good on a weekly basis. So you know, you just gotta keep on your toes, and you really want to. You know, I try to learn from Justin. TK and learning from all the guys, and so I can eventually be at that level with because they all have really good racecraft. That's something I'm trying to work on this year is developing a good racecraft.
Yeah, not just being fast, but knowing how to race
and keep people behind you. When you're not that fast.
Yeah.
Because finishing up front with a car that's not as fast is what can separate the good guys.
For sure.
So. That's something, I'm trying to learn and focus on is racecraft.
Well, especially in like Tanner, you now being full-time with High Limit, like you probably had to grasp onto that more of like, we're not going to hit it every night.
Yeah.
So like where the difference comes in the driver, right? Like,
I think
like you're saying is
figuring out how to turn your 13th place finishes into 7ths, and your, like he said, if your car's not right, like, I think when you're younger or when you're trying really hard, maybe you ball up a car instead of taking your 4th or taking your 6th. So I think it's just, being super smart and, learning how to position yourself to keep guys behind you and still build speed. And a lot of it is like manipulating your race car to maybe at least have it do more than what let's say you don't feel comfortable, but there's still some things behind the wheel you can do to like help it drive better and attack a corner differently. And, obviously, like the really good guys, I mean, heck, they're winning races in their interview. They say their car sucks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just,
we were way off.
Like we're way off tonight. And you're like, man, it didn't really look like it. So it definitely can be done. And it's just, it's kind of an always changing thing, especially, whether it's NARC or whether it's a tour, like you're traveling to different places. You're not running a lot of the same tracks, at least back to back. I mean, you can run Tulare and March and then run it again in July, and man, it's 100 degrees out versus maybe 75, and the track's a different ball game. So I think it's just adapting to all the always changing factors on a nightly basis.
Trying to and I'm sure too, like everything's changing for you guys on the road, right? Like you're never in the same place for maybe longer than 2 or 3 days. And
so totally.
It's the constant, like that mindset of like local, you're like running the same thing
similar
every week.
Similar.
Whereas you guys are going, okay, like
you're always
attack this differently.
You're always just hitting a moving target, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I think it's similar with NARC. Obviously, I mean they do hit tracks similar, like back to back at times. But it's not easy. And it's really cool to see the progression that NARC's even had this year. Obviously had I feel like some of the best Speed Week car counts they've had it compared to maybe a couple when it started, even the whole fastest 4, fastest 5 deal. Yeah. So I think things are growing there, and it's just cool to see the West Coast have a little bit of a revival, with what Skagit's got going on, and I think it's going to trickle. I think it's going to keep improving.
Yeah, it's definitely been cool to see a full field of 410s in California.
Exactly.
Last year we were getting anywhere from 15 to 18
What's up?
on a weekly basis.
Oh, we got to swap out hats.
Yep, we got to swap out hats.
Okay, swap out hats.
God. Yo, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, geez, I got a headset.
Birch Equipment.
That's right.
What hole sponsor are you?
We are number 1.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
Birch Equipment, sponsor of hole number 1.
That's awesome.
Right. How's your
golf day going?
It's been absolutely terrible.
Terrible.
It's been a fun day.
What could improve it?
Well, a little bit of everything.
Okay.
We needed some aiming fluid early on.
Fireball or beer?
Either or.
Okay, fantastic.
We would have taken either.
Fluid and the tank was low. We needed to fill the tank.
Yes, we got through about 3 holes where there was no aiming fluid. We got to hole 4. We were on point.
That's excellent.
But
it's $26,000 if you can get the ball from here to the hole down there.
Hole in one.
Hole in one.
26,000 plus laps led if you win this weekend.
That's the plan.
Right? That 13 car.
He was second last year.
That's the plan.
I know. Number 2. We
Come
got
on.
one
more
step
plus
higher,
1.
Hey,
right?
We'll take it. We'll make it happen.
Absolutely. So we're going to see what we can do here, but I think your chances are way better than ours.
Well, that's good. We'll try.
Tanner's like, absolutely. Yes, they are.
You never know. Pull a rabbit out of a hat here. Let's see it.
Absolutely. Good luck this
All right, thanks,
weekend.
guys.
Sweet.
Yeah. I'm sure you've already talked about this, but how's it being on the road, first year, seeing all the new tracks?
It's a challenge. Like we were talking a little bit earlier, like I think it's the traveling, but it's also everything that just encompasses with running a tour, I mean, the time being away and the days in between, and like even us traveling 2 days to get here. So I think the main thing is not getting ahead of yourself is super important, like whether it's a NARC season or whether it's high limit. It's like we look ahead and we're like, man, we got 90 races this year, but like all that matters is tomorrow or whatever we're racing, super easy to get to get ahead of yourself, I think, and it's just going night to night and really trying to come into it completely fresh, reset, whether like we've had a couple instances this year where like maybe we do feel off and we're not qualifying well or whatever, and just figuring out how to reset to go into the next night completely fresh, not already still living the night before, right?
Yeah.
So it's definitely a challenge, but again, I think it helps you grow and you learn, and you definitely get accustomed to always going to new places, and it doesn't turn into as big of a deal. You figure out like, all right, you look at the track and you roll out for hot laps, and in 3 laps, like, all right, we kind of have an idea. We're either really close or we're really far off,
Yeah.
and you're either yard sale it or but a lot of these guys though, and my team included, like they've developed their packages enough. Once they start running tours year after year, they really have a good baseline to go off of, and keep it pretty simple. A lot of times it's easy to overcomplicate stuff in sprint car racing, they always say the old tricks usually still work at times, and it's true.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that probably hurts people the most is like all of the opinions, because there's a million ways to make the car tighter or looser, get off the corner better, whatever, right? And so you're going like, oh well, they're doing this and they're doing that, well let's do, so you have this whole big mess of ideas that you throw into something, and it's like,
and
now we're further off.
It's easy to think that like what someone's doing is the reason they're fast. Like let's say some guy, man, he don't roll out with, this is just like a crazy thought, but let's say he don't run more than 9 inches of stagger everywhere he goes. Well, there might be something about his car that makes 9 inches of stagger work. It's just part of it. Where a lot of people will walk around the pits and then go, we need to have 9 inches of stagger. Which
everybody sees the one thing.
So like even I think a good example, the 69K is going to be here this weekend, and like they have a package that they have just really developed over time, and that thing just looks like it looks comfortable to drive, and a lot of it's set around maybe what they do in Pennsylvania a lot, but their package is their package, and they've developed it to fit maybe whatever the driver, the everything, where that's not necessarily just going to work for me or work for Chance or okay.
Oh gosh, we gotta have silence. The birch equipment. We're hushed on the course. Probably.
Oh, straight
into the trees, folks.
But yeah, you can walk around the pits and you're going to hear 30 different ideas, and if anything, you're going to get yourself even more spun out. You're better off to just stick with what you got and tweak it, and maybe if you have one person or 2 people to rely on for really good advice and just follow what they say, you're better off to do that than to, if you walk to every trailer, they're going to tell you something different.
Yeah. Well, and that's like what you're talking about. Oh, the 69K has a really good package. Yeah. Everybody in the pits generally, right, has a package that works for them. Like, you have all these other things that you're doing, right?
Yeah.
You have a different length, Watts link, or what, right? Yeah. Like there's all these different things that you can do, or the wheel offsets,
and driver
whatever
styles,
else.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, your driving style, like if Chance goes and runs for someone and he's like, man, I want this thing to be able to run the wall. Like, I want to run the wall. Like, then their package is going to maybe form to that for a guy that's like, man, the top, I don't really like the top. I just want to run through the middle. All right, let's get this thing to roll through the middle. Like, it's different.
Or I need to feel more like over on the right rear.
Yeah, some guys want to feel
like,
way left.
Well,
some guys want to feel stood up all the time, and some drivers just want to feel perfect. They don't know what perfect is. You know what I mean? So
just make it do this better. Oh, snap.
Wow. That's good.
Okay, that's a good shot.
Good.
Not far enough, I don't think. Yeah, he's up on the green. Okay.
Yeah.
He's there. One of the best shots of the day.
That is.
Absolutely.
That is.
That was good.
Seriously.
Oh, look out. Comes the pink ball.
Uh-oh.
So Wade says we're going to go from the best shot to the worst shot. Here we go.
You got this, please. Stand back a little further.
Wade's like, you said it.
Drive it like you stole it.
Oh, he got the curve.
That's okay.
Hey, I've seen worse today.
Bounce. Oh, over to the cart path. Across the cart path.
Hey, he gave us all free hats.
That's right. Birch Equipment, everybody. Birch Equipment. Yeah.
Can we get a picture with all you guys in the hats?
Yep.
Yeah. If you ain't birching, you ain't twerking, baby.
That's right. Hey,
Yes,
We're
mate.
back on.
ask Yo-Yo about going to Mexico.
Okay.
We went. You remember the Cocapa?
Yes.
We went down for that.
Oh.
And I'm like, you can just walk across the border into Mexico? Like, why? What? That's crazy. Yeah, it was insane. Wait. It was
Hang on.
insane.
This is going to be a normal question. I can only answer normal questions while we're mic'd up. Chance, how's your time going, mate? You enjoying this hang?
I am.
Is this,
I'm enjoying it.
how clever were these people to design the shock absorber?
Nice.
Imagine if you had a
Yeah,
hydraulic
that's
wing ram and you could control the thing, lay it back a little bit more if you... Did you see the onboard footage of TK?
Oh, I
Pull
did
it back on the ram?
I did it.
Yep.
Oh my God!
Trucking her down the front
Yeah,
stretch.
yeah.
That is
It's just
cool.
like
Yeah.
and he didn't just like pull, like just massage that thing. It was just like
Yeah,
it's like a top. Like
That's
it's just-
awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
Like a quick
It's cool-
change.
yeah, exactly. You know, it's cool seeing those on.
So I like your shirt. Where did your whole racing program start? You generational, dad, granddad?
Yeah. So my my grandfather or my papa, him and his family were around racing. So
Yep.
my great grandfather he worked on sprint cars at Ascot back in the day.
Oh,
so
wow.
So we've been around sprint cars for a while, but I'm actually the first person in my family to drive a sprint car.
No sugar.
So my papa, he was more on the drag racing and off-road side of things.
No
And
way.
then my dad, he obviously did that stuff, and then he ran karts at Red Bluff when he was probably the late
Yep.
90s.
Yep.
And so that's where I started, was in karts, running
Yep.
actually at our home track in Dixon, and then Red Bluff and stuff. And
Nice.
I've always wanted to drive a sprint car since I was a kid, and my dad, he loves sprint cars too. He actually told me he never thought he'd ever own one, but
And here he is with you driving it.
Yeah, I don't drive it anymore. I drove it 2 years ago, was our last year driving my
Okay.
family car. But yeah, so I do have a family car, so he's got a car, and that's what I drove. I drove for two seasons, and then I jumped in this X1, and now we're here running for NARC this year, which is actually
Sweet.
really cool. I love the 410 stuff. It's different, but not different than the 360 stuff.
Yeah.
The competition is obviously good we have with NARC, so I enjoy it, and I'm just having a blast up here running Speed Week, and I'm really, really excited for Dirt Cup.
When you roll out at some point tomorrow, when you got your engine heat and you're
Yep.
about to hot lap, I just want you to stop for 1 second, not stop the car, but I want you to and go and look up in the stands and go, yeah. Because I reckon you guys do it so much, you just roll out in the track, all right, got a hot lap, got to do
Yep.
this right.
Yep.
You probably don't give yourself that little minute to think, this is a point of privilege. And I don't mean like you haven't earned it. I don't mean that Tanner hasn't sold most of what he has in most of his life and still continue to have to sell the next step of that journey.
Yeah.
But I don't think you ever get a moment to stop and go, like my pop would have, how cool is this? My dad always wanted to be a sprint car owner. Like the steps that you're taking, you just need to enjoy that, mate. Because what a privilege.
We don't have that time, stop and be. Obviously, I'm very grateful for him at, but sometimes I don't recognize it. We just take a step back and look how far we've come, and obviously it's very cool where we're at, you know, I'm very, very grateful.
If you get onto this, if you end up on the Skagit White Push Truck Instagram, I think you've made it, right? Because I think
they've made it.
Those guys are cool.
Yeah,
I
those
follow
guys
their
are
stuff
really
there.
cool. Yeah, I enjoy watching those videos. You know, they put out some good stuff. You know, it's cool to see that perspective of racing. You know, a lot of people don't get to see it.
No.
You know, the push truck driver's point of
Man,
view.
where would we be without push trucks?
Nowhere.
We would be starters, and no one's going down that path.
No.
Nobody.
No
so
one.
shout out to the push trucks,
Yeah,
wherever
right.
they may be.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen the Perth Motorplex at all, with the bright orange push trucks they've got. They've got like, Tanner, you would have seen them for sure. There's like the John Day Utes, they're called. There's like 13 or 14
Oh, okay, yeah.
bright orange with fireworks off the back. And
Yep. No, there's a lot of unsung heroes in our sport. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you know, people that play an important role that, you know, if we show up at a sprint car race and we got 25 cars and we have no push trucks showing up, like, show ain't going to go very good unless we, you know, do something different.
And we're not doing that.
No.
We are not going down the starter row.
No.
I got to say, the pink popcorn, Himalayan salt popcorn, was a very interesting flavour before. Yeah.
You want another?
No, well, no, it's just the salt was a little different. That's all. It's just different. Yeah, had a little bit of a different taste to it. So, Chance, did you get any idea as to why Mum and Dad called you Chance? Was there a story behind that?
I don't.
That's your homework. I want to know by tomorrow.
Like they've told me, you know, my dad's always wanted a. I think his first name was Chance, or you know, his first name that he wanted to name his kid was Chance, and then obviously I have 2 older sisters, so.
What are the chances? What are they called?
My oldest sister is Chloe, and then my second oldest sister is Haley.
Okay, so that sounds very random. There doesn't seem to be a.
Well, my younger brother's Connor, so we have 3 C's in our family. So.
So run through them again.
So it's Chloe,
Yes.
Haley, Chance, and Connor.
Okay. So how's your other sister named? How does you spell that?
Haley?
Yeah. So it's not a C though, right?
No,
So
it's H. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So I thought you went all C's, but okay, that's
No.
wow.
3. So.
Okay. So your homework before tonight, before the party, at Railroad, is going to be to find out from Mum and Dad why they called you, or introduce me to them, and we'll do it. Why Chance? Okay.
Yeah. Why? That's a cool name. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean.
You know, what are the chances that a cop would drive by right now? Just a shout out to Eric, because we got pulled over in the Bronco last year giving out
Eric
tickets.
was in handcuffs. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding.
So the nice policeman, because we had the lights flashing. Oh.
And then if you remember, I tried to get the tickets.
Yes, we tried to give him tickets, which probably looked like it was like we were bribing them.
Yeah.
Which probably didn't look as good as it could have in that regard. I love the banter in golf. I think the ball ruins a really good banter session. It's just that incidental. Oh, he's a left-hander. Shout out to the left-hander.
He's a little confused.
Huh?
I'm trying to straighten him out. It doesn't work.
I think he's got something. He's got the. Yeah, I think this for something about this feels right. Let's go into the trees.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
You were right, Wade.
Come on, get up there.
26 large. Left-hander. I'm telling you.
Wow.
I'm telling you. What did I say? What did I say?
Was that the best hit of the day?
I think it might have been close.
That was close.
I thought for a second that was going to go in.
I did too. That was just roll.
I just was waiting for it to
Let the record show.
I got butterflies. I was like, no way.
Yep. They're like, all right, guys, races are canceled. We have to pay $26,000 to the.
So the good news is it pays $80,000 and $26 to win.
No, it's $74,000 to win the Dirt Cup.
Your math is better than mine. Yes.
Close enough.
There's just something about that.
Conversion rate.
Something about
Yeah.
Hey, I got to tell you, $100,000 American's about $3 million Australian.
Yeah.
Our exchange rate is not doing so well. Smart money is not on the exchange rate. I remember it was 50 cents once. It was like double. Everyone's wallets just went, okay. He's got an old school wallet. Are you a money clip guy? Or what did you call it? A rib wallet or something?
No, I've got an old school wallet.
You an old school as well?
Nah.
Oh, you money clip guy.
Yeah.
Hold it open.
Hang on. If I can reach it with that. Just grab me that yellow backpack there, please. I'm very proud of my backpack. I bought it the other day. It's pretty flash. It's not really, but it looks easier to grab at the... So my question to you, Tanner, because I know you're a BADA 55, and it's a little bit worn out now, but do you have Batman on the front of your wallet?
I don't have Batman on my wallet.
Come on now.
I don't.
Does it get much better than that?
That is pretty cool.
And that's the old school TV show that none of you are old enough to remember, by the way.
Yeah.
So, Chance, what is the chassis that you're running? Who's your motor builder? What's the go?
We run Triple X with Don Otts.
Woo! I love that name.
It's a cool combination.
Yeah.
That's our combo.
So I got to spend one of the most memorable hours of my life last year or the year before with Charlie Garrett. I got to go to Charlie Garrett's racing shop. You could eat off the floor. I mean, what a phenomenal guy. Just in his 80s, building killer motors, now retired, to step back from it all. But the Garrett engine, you can't just get them, as you know, Tanner, right?
Oh, no.
You have to be grandfathered in. It's like, and one of his best examples at the moment is the Concrete Kid, Chris Macri. He's doing a heck of a job with that sort of stuff. Anthony Macri, so with Casey in the car as well.
Yeah.
But so the Don Ott name though is
for sure.
Yeah, Ott and Gertie and Garrett. Those guys have been around.
And the guys that know how to build fast engines, they have tricks up their sleeve, I'm sure. I mean, and you obviously see their success over time and how long they've done it, and as things I'm sure have evolved, the parts and the pieces, and they're always one step ahead of the rest.
Now, I have no allegiance to any chassis company at all, but I got to say the growth in the Triple X brand has been quite phenomenal. I remember when they first came on the market, it was like, oh, it's
really
Chinese.
Popular down in Australia, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, particularly with the economy of it.
Yeah.
But Triple X has become a proven concept now.
That's awesome.
I mean, I'm old enough to remember when if you didn't have a gambler, you weren't in the game. Steve and Sammy had gamblers, and you had Schnees, back in the day as well, and then Gambler morphed into Maxims, and it's gone along the way over the years. But Triple X has become a very popular brand.
Yeah, Triple X is cool. We actually had to go to the Triple X shop yesterday and build the new car, and so we got to tour the shop, and they obviously they've got a good system going, and I enjoyed seeing how they operate there. It was definitely very cool. I
went out to Maxim in Illinois and hung out with those guys as well, and then was lucky enough to go to J&J as well. So there's another great, another great brand that's been so pivotal. So how many races will you run this year, Chance?
This year we'll probably do around 50.
Wow, that's a good commitment.
It's a good number. I think we have. NARC has 29 scheduled for us. So we'll have around 30 NARC shows.
You must be noticing the NARC thing has stepped up. The program has stepped up since John and Kevin got involved, and Blake and everybody.
Yeah, they're trying to make 410 sprint cars great again out here.
Oh, and, I like that.
So.
Wow. Is this filmed?
Oh,
God, I hope not.
Well, hey, I do have no breaking news, but Justin, while he stepped away, he looked up why is a large sum of money when called a purse.
Yes.
So it says prize money is called a purse because it originated from the literal physical bags of coin purses that promoters or hosts historically used to display and physically hand over the winnings.
Wow.
So that's kind of.
So literally a purse.
I feel like it's like a bag out of the bank, like the coins, like just the old purse, but it's just not a very.
Anyway, I just thought that was.
Yeah, a little bit handbaggy. Yeah, we just
we were just reading it.
Wow.
It's all good.
So you're about 50, 60 races?
Yeah, around there, around 50.
Wow.
Obviously our team has expanded since I came on board last year. We have so now we have 3 410 motors, so we're able to do more races. And obviously we're gonna run the high limit shows when they come out here, the Rotovala shows when they come out here.
Yep.
So doing a lot of 410 stuff this year. So we'll probably end up with around 50 shows at the end.
How many years now have you been doing this?
This is my 4th season.
Okay, and how old are you now?
I'll be 19 next week.
It's incredible how you got to start at that 15, 16
Totally.
year age, right?
Yeah, no.
How old were you?
So I ran my first 410 show when I was 18, but ran my first we had like a limited, it's like a not a 305, but kind of like a starter class that I started running when I was 14, and then got into a 360 at 15, and then 410 when I was 18, and you just take one step at a time. But now there's some kids. I mean, they're getting into 410 when they're 14 years old, and they can drive. So it's it's tough.
Jeff Gordon, his stepdad moved him out to Ohio because he could run at 13. So that's how the dream was being built out in the Midwest when he was running at Findlay at Millstream Speedway, as it was known then. And I remember back in the day, a guy that I was involved in the Millstream track in '96, just helping out a bit there. And the guy that owned it, Mr. Paxton, paid Jeff Gordon $15,000 US to show up for 3 hours to sign. That was in '96. He just won the Winston Cup, flew in on the Hendrick jet, had the Coca-Cola jacket, whole bit, 15 large. Thank you, Mr. Gordon.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
This shirt screams golf. There's no doubt this is going to be special.
This is going to be a good
I got a
hit.
good feeling about this. On another day at another course, I've got a really good feeling about this guy in that shirt. How's the golf been, fellas? How's the day been?
It's been all right. Yeah, it's been great. Like your hat.
Cool.
Thank you. Yes, we're all about the birch. We just got bought. You'll notice he's right in the middle of all the havoc on the grass here. There's a lot of damage, no one seems to be worried about that chance. You notice about that? Just put it straight into the earth moving.
I actually work at a golf course.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm around golf a lot. So,
$26,000. You can see it from here. Bank it off the cornhole board.
160-ish? I don't know. No.
You got this. Bank it off the cornhole board, off the tree. Remember the Happy Gilmore scene? Ding, 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 ding. I feel like there's so much pressure in golf, isn't there? Like you line up, everybody's down there waiting to heckle you.
Yeah.
They're the hecklers,
Is that my strawberry lemonade there, Chance?
You do better than second.
So you need to text mum and dad and say, hey, why am I called Chance? What are the chances?
Do that.
Can somebody please hit a decent shot for this team? You've come here with a lot of expectation.
What's your score?
3 or 4, something like that. 100. 200, 300.
If it just came to the right, that was nice. It was clean.
Skagit Speedway golf ball donated to the woods.
There's a few out there.
Yeah.
I know, a lot of money.
We've seen a lot go south.
Oh, look, I like a man that starts in the bush.
No,
Look at that.
not
He's
at all.
already at the...
Not at all. I mean, I enjoy it, but
Oh.
not even half
Oh.
decent.
There goes your 25 grand.
Come on, give me my money.
That
was a great shot.
Real good shot.
Thank God. Well played, gentlemen.
Yeah, well played.
Out of all the shots we've seen, that has definitely been the most recent. So what do you love the most about sprint cars?
Yeah, that's a hard question.
We only ask the hard questions here, Tanner, don't we?
Sprint cars, they're sick. They're like one of the coolest race cars on the planet.
So how do you explain to someone, you meet them at a disco, down the club or down the pub, down the bar you're not old enough to be in, whatever, and someone says, oh, a sprint car, what do you tell them that is?
You know, I can't really explain. I show them a picture, but the way I explain it, I've done this because I'm still in school. I go to college, and so the way my friends ask me is, I explain the power to weight ratio with them, because like they're obviously going to know an F1 car.
They want to know kilowatts, right?
Yeah.
Better than a Formula 1 car, yeah.
So our power to weight ratio is a little bit better than theirs, and obviously we're on dirt going in circles. So that's how I explain.
I can live with that.
Yeah, well, I feel like too, and I heard someone talk about this recently, but like you could show someone a sprint car race and you can mute the announcers, you can mute everything, and it all speaks for it's like everything's exciting enough that you know what I mean, like. Other sports like they kind of have commentary and they almost need like that play-by-play and whatnot. Sprint car racing, you can turn it on, you can say nothing, and it's so exciting. I feel like it grabs people's attention.
So what he's saying is he doesn't need me.
But we need good announcers. No,
I hear exactly what you're saying, man.
It makes it better. But I mean, like sprint car racing is just that. Yeah. I mean, like you even just like you hear a clip of the engine just sitting there idling in the pits. And it's just like you can feel it.
The way the grass moves under the exhaust when you're just sitting there warming it.
So it's neat.
That's actually one of my favourite parts of the whole night is watching you guys after you've engine started and just sitting there waiting for it to warm up. And, the grass is underneath the headers and you're just sitting there watching it. Usually you're alone with your thoughts or you're plugged into something. That's actually my favourite. You can feel the air vibrate.
Totally. Yeah, it's a great part of the night. I feel like it's cool for us drivers too. It's almost like that transition where we're like getting set. You know what I mean? You're getting, like you said, like for me, it's cool. Like if you have your helmet on, you hear the engine, you turn the idle up and you can hear it, like you hear it kind of feel the shake. And at that moment, no one can talk to you. No one can say, like, there's nothing, but like just you're there. It's really cool.
Whenever I get a chance, I'll always have a drive. Like people sometimes say to me, hey, we have a sponsors day, and I always do it to remind myself of A, the privilege, but B, how singular dimensional the view is. Because I think people think, why did he see that? Well, he just turned down on him, or he just turned up on him or something. You've got no view of that either side. But they're quite agricultural when they're just pushing off. Like when you're being pushed, to get pushed, it's like you're floating on a tractor. Like they've got such an agricultural, before the engine's fired, it's like, how is this even going to work? And then you fire it and the throttle's so light, it's like, it's not what you expect it's going to be. And
Totally.
they don't work until until the wing's working. So it's not like you can have fun and think you're bopping around. Never ever video your first drive ever, because you always think you're doing. Your ears are pinned back, but it's such a privilege to do it. But it's become your job and your life and your income. So I don't think there's many plumbers out there going, it's such a privilege to be a plumber.
Yeah.
But the plumber doesn't have 23 other guys trying to take the money from the job.
Totally. Yeah. That's where, I had a fan come up and talk to me, and they were like, man, it's a hard way to live. And you start thinking about it, and you go, yeah, no, you're right. And it is, because, and there's a lot of things also out of your control, whether it's a national race or even, like I said, an ARC show or local or whatever. But, you could go from, winning a race and, team could win $10,000 or $20,000, and all of a sudden, you lose a tire, or like I said, you blow up, and all of a sudden you're $1,200 to start, or whatever it is. So, yeah, there's just so many things, and one mistake can change your entire night. You can run a perfect race, and like I said, it could just be one thing that throws everything off course, and again, something that could be out of your control. Another driver wipes you out or something. Yeah. And so, no, it is. It's a very difficult way to.
And you got rainouts that can affect your income.
Yes, yeah, rainouts.
There's so many things that affect your income.
Totally, yeah, rainouts. Like I said, in this sport, a lot of stuff's word of mouth. You know what I mean? Like agreements and stuff, and there's not. It's not like in sports how you sign your name here and maybe you're contracted in for X amount of years. Like,
and you get paid out if they sack you.
And an owner and things. It happens all the time. But hey, something goes south, and hey, you could be out of a ride tomorrow. So I think that's where it's as a driver, it's really important to enjoy everything you have, and enjoy the situations you're in, and you really have to just take advantage of them, because you don't know. Like I said, things just change. Things just change.
Where was your first rollover? I'm assuming you've had one.
Yeah. It was actually at Marysville, my second race.
Okay. Your second race?
My second race.
Was it a good one, or was it just tip over?
It was a good one. Obviously there was a couple locals there, and they got a little excited on the start, and I actually flipped before we came across the green flag.
Oh, shoot!
Coming out of turn 4, the dude on the outside spun out, drove right in my right rear, and got under my right rear, and I just tumbled over the finish.
So you weren't at high speed necessarily.
No, just it was just about.
But was it what you thought it would be when you're upside down, or you're bouncing and stuff? Do you feel the belts pulling, or you're like?
Actually, I was like, because I've actually crashed an outlaw cart pretty hard.
Yep.
It's actually not as bad as an outlaw cart.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot softer.
Especially
when you're not like flipping violently. The wing crumbles and there's a lot more noise than what you feel.
Huh. You're agreeing with that, yeah?
No, I would agree. I feel like, to me, it's always the ones that look way worse that actually, to me, I would be like, maybe that would be the crash I'd want to be in, because a lot of times when you're flipping violently, the wing, and there's no sudden hits. The energy's just spiraling and the wing's absorbing a lot of it. Right. To me, the crashes that I would say you obviously you want to stray away from. It's the sudden stops. It's the ones that sometimes don't look that bad. It's one hit and all that energy goes to the driver. You know what I mean? And so for me, that's when I think of crashes and stuff, because there was actually, unfortunately, I wrecked at Eldora 2 years ago, and it was really big. It was really big, but believe it or not, it was actually one I was so not sore the next day. It was unreal. I was fine.
Wow.
But then I've had little Tommy tip overs that hurt.
Well, that happened. We'll just wait for this left.
Yeah, sometimes it's the small ones. It's just it's just how it is. You know what I mean?
But that's what kills cars too, right? It's just that critical back against the wall, or where the chassis hits the racetrack.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can flip the thing 5 or 6 times and the chassis is perfectly fine.
It's crazy.
And then you half back into it. You get someone to squeeze you against the wall, and you just pinch the tube or something, and car's a throwaway.
Totally.
Yeah.
Hey, that's nice. That's going to come back a little. I think if this particular tee was straight, every one of these guys would put it right down the middle. It's just because it bends to the right.
Totally. It's hard to get set up.
What's your favourite track, Chance? Probably say Skagit. Just going to say. See the big logo behind us?
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, yeah. So I said Chico earlier. I love Chico. It's that's like where I've had all my breakout runs. I feel like it's treated me well, and but obviously I like Skagit too. I've watched a few times there. So I'm excited to get behind the wheel at Skagit. I'm excited.
Do you know that Justin Youngquist is a lounge dancer? Apparently, the way he was,
Really?
yeah. He actually were quite coordinated. Wednesdays. Are we definitely going to watch Eric play tonight? Yeah. Well, 10:15, right? What time will we have to leave the roadhouse for that? Railroad.
Probably 9:30. It's a good plug, actually. 5 to 8, the railroad.
Yes, 5 to 8, the railroad.
We got Eric on the mic here.
What's that railroad, Wade?
The party.
What
with
party?
Chris Egan.
Oh, the Chris Egan.
Yeah, he's awesome.
From 5 to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
At the Railroad Pub and Pizza in Burlington.
And then we'll go to the fight on ice.
Oh, sure.
Yeah? Will you punch
It's
on? We're going to watch him
10:15.
play hockey tonight.
Oh yeah.
You want to come, Chance? We're taking as many. We're going to double the crowd. We're going to take about 6 of us there, and the place is going to have a vibe. It's going to be like, we'll do the wave.
So when Justin and Levi and everyone else showed up, I get back in the locker room after the game. Everyone's like, who the heck are all these people? They're like, why are they all coming to like an 8:15 beer league game? I'm like, oh yeah, this is just people I work with. And they're like, oh, okay. They're like, why are all these people here?
I went and took my boys to see the Dallas Stars play the Bruins in Dallas. And that was super. It had these guys called the Dad Bods, and they would just get up and dance without their shirts.
That's funny.
So I figure we should go tonight and see Eric play.
Yeah.
What are the chances that you win? Because that's important for us to know that.
Let's see here. I can pull up our record. We won the last game in overtime 5-4.
Sounds exciting.
We're not.
That'd be awesome if the goalie pulled his mask up and it was actually Justin. Because like in the middle of the game, he just like.
We're not the winningest team in this league.
You're
not?
No. Oh no. If anything, I think
It is beer league.
I think
Is it Tyler?
Tyler's team might be. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. I think it might be Tyler's team.
Oh, he plays. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've played him. We beat him. We play him again. We play him actually again tonight.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of heckling, I figure.
Oh, 100%.
Hang on.
How much is it to get in?
It's free.
0.
This is beer league.
Do they
Wade.
pay you to come in?
No, they pay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I have to give you money to show up. Yeah.
It's gonna be fun. What other sports do you play, Chance?
None.
None.
Hang on.
I play some video games. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling. We're still trying to find out why it's called Chance.
I play iRacing.
Okay.
So I play a lot of iRacing.
How
Nobody plays
realistic do you
Fortnite
feel
anymore.
like iRacing is compared to the real thing? That's a good question for. I'll ask you too, Tanner. I've got a question.
It's hard. Like for us, I feel like it's more for racecraft than it is for getting the feel of stuff.
Okay.
But obviously if you took someone that hasn't been in a car, I think it's the best you can.
I don't know if you can see in the distance, there's like 4 middle-aged guys in the bushes desperately trying to find 4 golf balls.
Yeah.
God love golf.
George W.
So,
Bush.
These guys are playing four-man scramble?
Yes.
Yeah, it's best ball 4-man scramble.
Yeah. All right.
So what's your favorite track to race on sim racing?
It's hard. There's a lot of good ones. I like Fairbury.
Fairbury?
Okay.
I like
That's a good
Fairbury.
one.
I think that's I'd like to race there. I feel like it'd be cool.
Where do you stand on the whole iRacing versus?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I would say, I think it's like he said. I think it's more for racecraft. I actually haven't played in a couple years now. I used to play a lot more. But yeah, like I feel like it's helpful for kids coming up to learn how to drive, more to be in situations like you don't get to practice being in second with 2 laps to go, like on a restart, right, or something. But on iRacing, you can do that 10 times a day. You know what I mean? You can learn how to run the same line lap after lap, and maybe yes, it doesn't feel the same, or you're looking at a screen, but I think that does translate to your brain on like how you attack those situations. You know what I mean? And so I think for kids that are playing all the time, in a way, I think they are. It's like they're racing every day versus like let's say you can only race 30 times a year. Well, now on iRacing, you can race 200 days a year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you can't blame your crew chief.
Yeah, and you can hit a reset button. You know what I mean? And
or it turns damage off.
So,
And
I mean, there's probably some stuff
no
there
radars,
that
no accommodation
Yes.
bills.
Yep.
Just can check yourself into your bedroom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I pulled up our record. We're 3-6, by the way. Tyler's team is not leading. I thought they were. They are 4-4. The Avalanche are leading at 6-3.
The Avalanche.
And then Kraken Beers are 6-4.
Oh, you're cracking beers, don't you know?
The Rangers are 5-2. The Trash Pandas are 4-4.
The Trash Pandas.
The Lick-a-Lotta Pucks.
Oh wow.
Is 4-5.
That's.
And then the Rain Dogs are 3-6.
That's actually really good. The Lick-a-Lotta Pucks. I'd be careful saying that. That's very good though.
It's a team name.
Yeah. Wow.
It's a team name.
Okay, so 10:15.
10:15.
So that works because the party is on from 5 till 8 with Chris Egan Band.
Yeah.
He's really good, that dude.
So I'll have to rush home and get my gear.
Do you
then.
follow him on Instagram? 'Cause you should.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, thanks everyone again for hanging out.
Yeah.
I'll follow. Let's see.
There's only a couple more groups coming.
I say we're closely wrapping up.
There's going to be close to 200 people tonight at the hockey, I feel. I think
probably
After the plug you've given it on
the energy.
I know. I feel like I have to kind of show up
The
now.
team's going to get an invoice for the exposure.
Yeah, dude, you better not pull an Amy or something.
I better, yeah.
You better
I
turn it on,
I honestly
mate.
wasn't planning on playing tonight.
Oh, are you serious? You are
No,
now.
because we got a long week here, boys. But
we expect you to Emilio Estevez this thing.
that's who I was trying to think of earlier. Thank
Emilio
you.
Estevez is Canadian?
I'm 95% sure.
That doesn't sound Canadian to me, eh? I like the way people approach the tee. You know, they either approach it with a bit of stride towards it.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's from New York. I apologize.
Or is this a drunken walk? Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. He's got the hat on backwards. He's got the Bloody Mary. This is just. Hey, I'm a hockey player, but I'm playing golf today. No.
No, you don't want to lay up on.
See, now that is the quintessential American to me right there. Hat on backwards, cocktail in hand. I love it.
Is that the stereotype that?
Got the Michael Jackson glove. Do you feel like golf took that from Michael Jackson? I feel like it did.
I don't know.
I don't think so. I
don't think so.
He still got it.
Just a quick good afternoon.
We got hot mics over here.
Just a quick good afternoon to our live audience here.
That's funny.
Oh, I don't want to use the word cooked, but
we apologize for any language that might have came across the stream.
Who do you think, Chance, out of this group, who looks like the most that they could possibly pick up 26 grand on this hole?
That dude walking.
Not the guy who just stumbled to his right just then.
It's got
this guy here with the top
David
button. He's got the top button done up.
Yeah.
That's usually a sign, isn't it?
That's a sign.
Yeah, he's put.
You can't use the ladies' tee, sir.
But he works at the golf course in Smilk. So.
180. Yeah,
There's a little bit of swaying going on with this team. Have you noticed that, Chance?
I can't help but notice.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
So did all your family come this weekend to watch your race?
Just me and my brother.
Okay.
Here. We're staying with my team. So, yeah, my parents are back home.
How old's your brother?
My brother, he's a year younger than me, so he's 17.
And how old are your sisters?
Oldest sister's 26, and then my second sister is 22.
Okay. Dad was pretty keen to pick up a son in that arrangement, I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
That's why the
And
chance,
actually-
right?
and
I took a
actually,
chance.
I found out why he gave me the chance.
Yeah.
He
Because there's a chance he could
because-
be a boy if I keep trying.
No, it's because he wanted to give me the chances he never had in
life.
That's what my mom
I wish
told
my
me.
dad had called me $1 million. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. You can't hit with two clubs. That's my. I'm thinking, but.
Well, we watched someone do that last year. Hit with two clubs.
Yeah, we did too. What do you think? Which one's he going for? How are you going to make this choice? What are you thinking here?
We're going to go for the longer stick.
The longer stick?
All right.
Okay. Oh. And the crowd goes hush. This could be 26 grand right here. It could be 20 and we won't tell anyone you won it. If you give us 5, we'll split the other 1,000 at the bar.
Whoa, hey.
Wow.
Wow.
This is taking a turn. It's a slightly
ruining our
approach.
decor.
And here at Augusta, as Rory McIlroy takes down the bleacher. 26 grand.
Oh, that's going
That's
right at
actually
it.
not bad.
That's got it. Oh,
That's not
too long.
bad.
Too long. Too far. All right.
Look out! Here comes Betty Ford.
All right, so you got a playable shot. Now everyone else can go for the pin.
Important question for those playing at home. How many are following you guys? How many do you think are... How many more to come?
Is this your last hole?
Our last one. So
go for broke. There's no need to call me a asshole. Okay. Okay. Eric, you're right across them, aren't you? Just sliding those little ones out there, and you seem to be picking up on them.
Yes. Maybe.
Technically a podcast. I feel like this is going that way.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
That's right at it too. That actually might be.
Oh, what? Nice shot, mate.
Oh.
Nice shot.
Beautiful
And
shot.
he did a crane at the end. He did like a Karate Kid little deal there. I saw your little crane at the end you did there, and that was that was beautiful. You got to hit this with a cocktail in your hand, mate. Come on. It's got the Murica hat on. Just the hum of the compressor as the drunken American takes the ball. Oh.
That's right.
The YouTube streamer got the best of you today.
YouTube streamer.
Back-away challenge or a walk-away challenge. Say some smart-ass shit on your thing.
Hey, made a career out of that. There's something impressive about this situation. The towel in the back pocket, the slightly permed mullet. There's something going on in this combination.
And this is Westy's uncle too, by the way.
Oh.
This is Jeff Westergaard's uncle.
And he's got a red glove. There's something about this.
It's just by marriage. But
He's not going for the tee either. He's just off the grass.
You can go off the grass. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's made a deliberate choice here.
He's playing a dirt cup golf ball too.
He's a lefty, and he put this club upside down like this.
And he's going with a buttoned-up collar too. There's a lot to like about this.
Our little wireless guy who runs our wireless, he's dating his daughter. Which one? Yeah, tell her I said hi. They're like. So
Here we go. And the hush befalls the crowd.
Quiet, please.
Quiet. Oh.
You know, I'm gonna say that was not what I was expecting.
It wasn't what I was expecting.
I had high expectations for you,
I
mate.
did too. Give me another ball.
A mulligan?
Yeah, do we have one? Yeah, we don't get mulligans here, but so. What's your guard? Let's go. See you there.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Thank you, gents.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've been so as exhilarated and devastated all in the one session. Then that was a remark.
All that. Here you go, Justin.
You going to the party tonight, mate?
Yep.
See a bit of live music and hang out?
I don't think so.
Let me rephrase that. I'll see you at the party tonight.
Okay.
5 till 8.
I'll see if I can get a ride there. You know.
Oh.
Don't you know?
Uber. Don't you know? Don't you know?
Don't you know?
Yeah,
Don't you know?
Eric
Stay
does
in,
the whole hockey thing.
We have like an Airbnb, like 25 minutes.
Okay.
From here?
Yeah.
Or is it Mount Vernon?
No, it's on the Skagit.
It's not Cedro Woolley, man.
Skagit River?
Yeah, it's on the Skagit River.
Do you know what the sprint car capital of America is? Tell him, Justin.
Cedro Woolley, Washington.
Cedro Woolley.
More racing fans and drivers per capita than
anywhere else in the world.
Anywhere else in the world, according to Wait On Ja.
Correct. I do love the way you morph into the
Wait
ja.
On Ja.
Ja.
Yeah.
Every time, even when you're not here, every time I say your name, I'm like, oh, Wait On Ja sent me a DM.
Do the when you're driving in the car, do the ads stand out at least? Like, do you go, oh yeah, that's what that is? Or you don't hear the radio ads for Skagit?
Oh no, I hear when I hear your voice, it lights my it makes
I don't
makes
mean
my
you
day.
don't need to be
Makes my day.
like yeah. I met a guy at the airport when I was flying back last year at Bellingham.
Did he recognize your voice?
He did, and he's not a race fan. He's like, "Are you the guy that does the?" And I was like, At least that means it's cutting through. That's
No,
what
it
I'm
is.
hoping for,
Well,
right?
there's no other because I mean your
Yeah.
excitement like immediately right in the commercial Skagit Speedway.
Okay, good.
So it's it cuts through the other commercials for sure.
Because radio commercials can be white noise, right? You can be like,
Oh yeah.
okay, coming up next, we got a long block and off stop blocking. It's like if it suddenly goes bang, Skagit Speedway, then I want that to at least cut through.
Well, I think that's something that's different with like radio, like the normal radio host voice that'll voice the commercial. You're not that. You call races, right? Like you have this different level of excitement that you're going, this is the versus, hey, smooth jazz coming up next on. You know what I mean?
You could get a job doing voiceover.
Smooth jazz.
You're on
Cole.
you're on JY Cool too.
You're on JYFM.
Are we done?
I don't know.
What are the chances? I'm going to say
Pretty
that a lot
high.
now because chances here. I feel like I'm going to say
Chance. There's a, so
That's
you're
a
saying
great-
there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So you're saying there's a chance.
That's a really great
I bet
answer.
you never
your
heard
dad
that
gave.
before.
Yeah, never, not once.
That's a new joke, Tim.
That's a really good answer that your dad came up
Thank
with
you.
and why he called you Chance too.
What was the answer?
You didn't hear it?
No,
That's really cool.
It was.
I was getting
Read it,
yelled
read
at
it.
by
It's
golfers.
Is he watching? Good call, Dad.
Actually, he might not be. I didn't tell him I was doing this. I probably should've.
He's definitely not watching then. Yes.
He.
This is a good answer.
My mom said because my dad named me Chance because he wanted to give me all the chances he never had.
Hey?
Oh,
Could have called
that's
him.
kind of heartwarming, actually.
Could have called him $1 million, but no, he called him Chance.
Yeah, no joke.
Wanted to give you the $1 million you never had.
I would take it.
That's
Million-
it's a great answer.
That
I
is
feel
a
like-
good answer.
I feel like golf people have their top buttons done up. Is that a thing?
They what?
The top button is usually button.
Normally not.
The vibe with the glasses is. Oh, he's using the sight finder.
What do you think of? Wait, Eric, can you turn the camera? We want to show the audience the shirt. Holes in one?
None,
0.
none.
I think we've had maybe 7 balls on the green.
Whoa, can you rephrase that?
No,
Seven
no,
shots
that
ended up.
sat on the
okay,
green.
Okay, good.
Oh, 7 shots land on the green.
Thank you.
Sorry, folks.
Thank you. Those glasses are next
Choose
level.
your words
old mate's
carefully.
wearing. They're next level. I had a feeling you'd say that.
What? Where is it? Remember last year we had Twisted Tea sunglasses here.
We did.
I'm
I have
mad
so
now.
many great core memories with you, JY.
God.
Chance, have you been to his race shop?
I have not.
Oh, dude, there's that.
not.
I have not. Americans never go nope. They go I have not. It's like, will you do that?
Well,
I will
you
not.
either have I have not or nah.
So,
Nah.
no, don't you
Nah.
know?
Nah.
His race shop. You walk out of the race shop.
Mike
you
Brown's
turn right.
race shop. Mike Brown. Remember?
Oh yeah,
Alaska
the,
Mike.
The helicopter.
The helicopter pilot, Alaska Mike. He's
I
not
wanted to-
coming to Dirt Cup this year. Sad. He's too busy flying his helicopters.
It's got a mountain range. Like literally, you. It's the most.
That's awesome.
I must have the view of that somewhere in that video that we. That
Oh
we
yeah,
shot.
you shot like hours of video.
He thought I was going to like give you this really duncy little video thing. I made a little art craft thing with a song that's now trending. That song I used for it.
Was it Brent Anderson's from his third album, track number 4?
No, bent torque tube.
Oh.
Oily floor pan.
Oily floor pan. Sticky throttle.
Kick the rod.
Yeah.
Where? I've got to.
Anyways, you were talking about the view.
Yeah, the view is spectacular. You need to somehow get to his place.
You
It
should have
is-
asked. Well, I guess Zierfox showed up when it was dark, so Colton Heath and him are buddies. So Colton's up there going.
TikTok. I got it. I put it on my TikTok, but that song is now trending like massively. I was a year ahead of my time with it.
What is it? The Puerto Rico song? Have you heard that one?
No, I don't
it's all
think
AI. It's crazy.
I don't think it's that one though.
Oh, it's all over.
Oh, look what came up.
Oh
Remember
God.
we did this
oh,
last year?
oh yeah, that was it.
Remember?
Oh, we can't show the. There's the shot.
This is what we did.
That's the shot off the Crown Royal bottom.
That was right here.
That happened about this time of day.
Wow.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember.
Yeah.
Did it go good or bad?
It didn't end well.
Okay.
Now where's
Cole's
the one I
angry.
shot with?
Cole to control, baby.
I gotta find that video I shot with you, JY. There we go. This song is massively viral now.
Are you sure?
I am sure.
That's the song? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that song is.
Yep.
It is?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
I'm not on
because of,
TikTok. I'm not on TikTok.
Pretty sure.
Now this song will be
TV
stuck
show
in my
used
head
it.
forever now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You'll see
so-
the mountains in the background, I think. It's so pretty out there. I can't can't believe Alaska Mike's not coming.
I know, sad. He was supposed to work too much work. Helicopter flying stuff.
Look at those beautiful eyes. He's got very beautiful eyes, doesn't he?
They looked better with my blue hat. You know what I'm saying?
Father, yeah. This is when we did a push down the main street of outside his house.
That was not a bad shot. Little left.
So when you come out of the shop and turn right, it's
Oh, that bounce was bad. Bad bounce.
Phenomenal.
Oh wow. Oh yeah, that is nice.
Stranger Things.
That is nice.
Hey, he knows this song.
Yeah.
He said it's
it's gone viral now, massively.
fits from the Stranger Things. Oh, okay.
So you look at the view here when he rolls out.
Tanner Holmes is a huge Stranger Things fan.
Look at that.
Yeah, just a couple groups ago, actually.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't that stunning?
That's pretty.
Well,
That's pretty.
Eric pulled it up. Where's the golf cart, Eric? Do you know? The golf cart?
Are we going to drive
Did you
back
have
to
to
the
give it
hockey
back?
tonight? Chance, you need to come to watch hockey. We're all going to watch
that?
Eric get beat up tonight.
Oh yeah.
His mum told me he's not allowed to fight. You're not to fight, Eric.
Just sit in the penalty box.
Crowd is hushed.
Eric Bradley List. You can crush this, I can tell. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Not going to quite come back, but it's nice.
That's right.
Not many people have gotten right today. It's all been left.
No.
That's a nice shot.
Did you say Eric Bradley List?
Yeah, I just went
Is that
Bradley.
his middle name?
No, it's not.
EBL?
What does it start with?
Thank you, guys.
It starts with an L. Leslie.
Leonard. Liam.
Leanne.
I'm a loser.
Oh, wow. I'm going to go with something European, like Logan. Eric
Leonardo.
Logan. Eric Logan List.
Logan? Is it Logan?
Whenever we go, yeah. Jess was done, so I was gonna get the keys.
Don't mind us. We're just talking in a broadcast. Is it Logan?
No.
What's the second letter? Larry?
L-A.
L-A? It is Larry.
Larson.
Eric. Is there Eric Larson List?
Yes, sir.
Eric Larson List.
I got
Eric,
it.
all yours. Eric Larson List. That sounds very
It's
Norwegian.
after Kyle Larson. After Kyle Larson, of course. Yeah. It's Norwegian?
It's Norwegian.
Norwegian.
Mom's maiden name, and then it's still her. She didn't.
Eric Larson List. ELL.
Okay. All right. Tanner Holmes, are you out of here? Holmes?
I don't know.
I think it's over. I think that was our last. Oh, wait.
I wonder how many people have fallen out of the golf carts today.
I'm going to go. Is this like an over-under thing?
Yeah.
Like.
I see what you did there.
What's
look, this
what's
guy.
happening?
Is this guy playing golf, or has he just walked in off
I
the
think he
local
lives
housing development?
in the clubhouse, but they don't know he lives in the clubhouse. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those situations. It's like the guy earlier. You said, I think the homeless guy is gonna hit the best shot out of this group, and I'm like. He goes, you know which one I'm talking about? Because he wanted me to say it. I'm like, you're the guy in the blue? Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the one. Sure, it's fine. Don't watch this back on YouTube. Please don't publish a replay.
It's going to be live forever, yeah.
No.
He's from homeless Washington. It's a place. Look it up.
It's a town.
Look it up.
Population him.
Well, hang on. Tanner got a job brief there? See, look, he's got a job brief. What does that say?
We have no more groups.
Oh, we need to talk about the race.
About this.
Well, thanks for that now.
Yeah,
talk about
Tanner.
the Race Redeem Foundation. Just as he walks off, he's like,
all right, guys, here's the...
This. What do you make of this? This, I make him hat, a plane, a pterodactyl. You're all too old to know the movie Flying High. The Race Redeem Foundation works with organisations and programs that encourage a healthy and productive life free from the disease of addiction. I know this is so incredibly personal and special to the Redeem family. The vision is to strive to address gaps in the system of care for those who are struggling with substance abuse. They implement a diverse approach in working with various organisations to make a sustainable impact in our communities by focusing on prevention, treatment, recovery and support. When Race Redeem lost his battle with addiction in 2016, goodness me, that's 10 years ago, his family vowed to help prevent others from suffering the same loss, and with that, Race's Foundation was born. For the Race Redeem Foundation and so many others with loved ones who struggle with addiction, this work is very, very personal. We honour Race's memory by creating a supportive community in which everyone can access prevention, treatment, recovery and family support resources free from stigma. And NARC, of course, provides crucial short-term financial assistance, prevent medical expense aid and and of course emergency support to individuals in the open wheel racing community who have suffered severe on-track accidents or unexpected hardships as well. So massive thanks to it.
Yeah, the NARC Benevolent Fund and the Race Redeem Foundation both are the reason we're out here today. You know, this is all a big fundraiser for both of those organizations, and you know, gives us all kind of more of a purpose to be here. I mean, obviously we're all here to have fun and Dirt Cup and everything you've talked about. Talked about how exciting it is and more events and everything.
Here,
but absolutely, yeah, there's more to it than just out here to have fun and play golf, right? We're out here supporting something. So the NARC Benevolent Fund and the Race Redeem Foundation, both huge to Kevin, Monica, the whole Rudine family, everybody. NARC is as an organization and everything. So
NARC as
really
well.
important stuff.
NARC as well. That's the Australian version of NARC.
Knock. Uh-oh, Tanner has something to say. Should we give him the microphone?
Sure.
Maybe he has something to say. Bye. We're wrapping up. Tanner, wrap it up.
Well, it was great being here with you guys today. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
Great way to kick off Dirt Cup. Obviously, our second year doing this. Just want to encourage everyone. It's going to be a great week. You guys can obviously get tickets at Skagit Speedway. They can buy online too. Yeah, buy.
Skip the line, buy online.
That's right. Yeah, skip the line, buy. Yep. Nope. So anyway, that's awesome. Obviously, Saturday's the big night, but Thursday and Friday are what lead us there. So those, you know, man, I won't lie. I mean, the closer you get to Saturday, the buildup continues, and it's every driver's last chance to get themselves in position. Because I'll tell you this: if you're, you know, not starting up front for $100,000, it's a lot harder to win it come Saturday. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. If you guys can't be there, it's live on Flow Racing, and Skagit obviously will be putting out quite a bit of content along with all of us drivers, keeping everyone involved. So thank you, Justin. Thanks, Wade. Thanks, Chance. All the guys that stopped by. Eric, great job, guys. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in.
See you at the party.
See you at the party next Railroad from 5 to 8.
That's the pre-party for the hockey game.
Best pizza in the area.
Tanner will have a Sharpie. So
we'll be signing autographs there.
He forgot a Sharpie today. We had like 52 people congratulate him, remember?
Yeah.
On his win, and he couldn't even sign.
No mention of the two guys that eat the meat sticks here.
No, we were just chopped liver in the corner. It's fine. Yeah. Tanner Holmes.
Chance is on the program now as well. Good job, TH, as always,
Thanks,
mate.
guys.
Absolutely a
See you guys
pro.
at the railroad.
See you in a few hours.
I believe that's your Uber, your Hummer pulling up now, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, shoot.
The limo's here.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
right.
it's Mike.